Hello everyone and welcome to a very sad and honestly shocking episode of Onigiri, if we can even call it that. So, if you read the title, you know what's going on. You might not have known about this. About around noon this afternoon, well, noon this afternoon, whatever. Around noon, I received a message and someone said, hey, look at this, and it was in this chat group I'm in, and it said, I read it. It said, I have it right in front of me. I'm going to read it out right now. Fuck. So it was dated March 18th, 2021. Greetings from the Onigiri service team. Hopefully my headset is not disconnected or anything. Okay. We regret to inform you that, after much deliberation, we've decided to end service for the US PC version Onigiri, effective 2 o'clock, 1400 hours on June 11th, 2021, Friday, Japanese server time, or JST. To everyone that has played and is still playing US PC Onigiri, we extend our deepest gratitude and also our condolences for the outcome of this decision. The schedule concerning closure will proceed as follows. Service closure schedule, March 19th, 2021 at 2 p.m. Japan time. New user registration will not be permitted. So what that means is right now on US PC, you cannot create a new character. Well, I guess you could create a new character. There's no problem with that. But you cannot make a new account. And we have had problems with that in the past. There have been times where I'll have messages, someone tell me, like, I don't know if it's PS4 or PC or whatever, but I've heard in the past people would message me and they'd say, hey, I can't even make an account. Like, we can't make support. Like, those were all some bad signs. But I'm just going to continue reading. I just remembered that. So as of today, you cannot make new accounts. It also says the sale of Onigiri coins will stop on June 11th. The US PC Onigiri game service will end July 9th. So July, this is a month after the servers will close on PC. July 9th, support mails for US PC will no longer be accepted. And then August 6th, support mail for US PC will no longer receive replies. So it's really weird that they word it like that, because the servers are closing on the 11th of June, yet their support mails, which they don't answer, they're no longer going to accept any support mail as of July 9th. The game will be like dead. Like, what's the fucking point? Like, that's like you died and it's like, well, we'll stop delivering mail to your house like a month later. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then they say another month after that they will no longer receive replies for support. Like the game's not in function. I guess the only reason they would do that is if someone were to not know about this login, games discontinued, and they sent support, and then they would reply. They would do that for another 2-month period. They would do that for a 2-month period, I guess, just to let people know, I guess. And then the above schedule may be changed where necessary. If the schedule needs to be amended, we will post notifications. All right, so this is another thing for PC players. I mean, this is for all of us, but this is specifically for PC players. They say, concerning paid Onigiri coins, aka OC. Onigiri coins which you have purchased may be used until the end of service on June 11th, but will no longer be able to be used after the game service has ended. Right, because there's no game. Please be aware that we cannot issue items, bonuses, or refunds of any kind in exchange for unused OC at the end of service. We recommend that you use your OC before this time. No, okay, so I see a lot of comments, and I apologize for not looking at them, but there's some questions that I just see right now that I want to hit really quick. This does not affect Steam. As of right now, this closing of PC does not affect Steam. It will not close Steam. It will not close Switch. It will not close PS4. It will not close Onigiri JP on PC or Onigiri JP on PS4. I don't know if there's a JP Switch or a JP Steam. I don't know how that works, but they're all fine for now. But just like when the Xbox servers shut down on JP and they shut down on US Xbox, like it didn't affect anything else. And we survived that, like, you know, that downtime when Xbox died a year ago. I'd say, I can't remember the date exactly, but when Xbox was shut down, no one else was affected. And there were many, many reasons why Xbox shut down that we looked at. You know, we talked about how there were glitches, there were, you know, RNG methods, the gods glitch to get infinite gacha ticket rolls, re-rolls, stat re-rolling, this, etc., etc. And then the advent of knowing the future because of how many updates they were behind. They weren't racking in the money. It was just a loss, and they shut her down. And they never even came back for Xbox One. EU as well. That's a big one. Holy shit. You're right. You're fucking right. Thank you. That completely phased my mind. Yeah, so... And then the same token, EU, a whole region. That was a multilateral problem. That was right around the time they're cracking down on loot boxes, games like that. I remember the EU was all anti-gambling. They had to shut down the Fire Emblem Hero server for Belgium. Like, it was a big deal. Like, gacha games were getting hit. They were getting struck down. And I think, and then not to mention that, on the EU server, we had players from our server that were from EU, God bless. They came over, they played, and, you know, then when their server finally came, you know, where they could use their currency, they didn't have to buy US PSN cards, etc., etc. People living in, you know, EU, Middle East, whatever, in that region of the world, you know, they finally had a local platform that would take their currency, and they used all their knowledge that and experience that they gained from playing over here, playing on PC, playing wherever, and they took that knowledge and they dominated that game. We had players here that, you know, were really great, and then they went back to the EU server and they just crushed it. They did everything. They knew everything. But they wouldn't spend unless it was good. Like, if... And the thing was, EU didn't even release, like, a single Miyamoto unit. Like, I think it was Switch that did that, but because they knew the future, they knew, like, okay, well, we're going to spend for Miyamoto, we're not going to spend for Sasuke, we're not going to spend for Luna, we're not going to spend for XYZ, BBBB, you know, grab this character, skip, min-maxing purchases. And then, you know, they knew that knowledge was coming. They didn't farm anything. They knew something better was coming. They knew everything was coming. And they didn't see the money from it. Plus pressures from the government against all the anti-gambling, etc., etc. We've talked about this before. And they got shut down. They got shut down. Because it was at a loss. Too much bullshit. And, yeah. So back to PC. I'm going to try and read some comments. I apologize. I'm not looking at the comments when I'm talking. I'm talking with my hands. But anyway, at this point, no one is going to want to invest. Exactly. That's an absolute point. Whoever said that, no one's going to want to invest. I am going to talk about that for sure. Right. Absolutely, Darklin. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely. And like in his comment is they would have a much better game if they'd listened to us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pat, do you play on PC? Like, fucking big respect to anyone who's a PC player right now. Like, if any of you are in there, I don't want you to raise your hands or whatever, but know that, you know, my heart goes out to all of you. You know? Like, I love you guys. And you guys are having a fucking bad time right now. Like, we all feel for you. Everyone this affects. Everyone that woke up today and just fucking got struck by lightning. You know? I'm putting that out there. Like, it's a rough time. There's gonna be money lost. There's gonna be, you know, you're gonna feel like things are wasted. You're gonna feel like the world crumbles. You're gonna feel like you just lost a home. You lost your country. You lost your place. You lost, you know, you're gonna lose a lot. You know, I'm not here to say it's just a game, suck it. I'm not here to do that. You know, this was a way of life for a lot of us, and is a way of life for a lot of us. For 7 years now, 2013, 2021. That's almost a fucking decade. Like, that's insane. So my heart goes out to you guys. Fuck yeah, man. Mad World, absolutely. That guy, he hit 136. I didn't know, but he hit 135 before Experience Dungeon got nerfed or fixed or expanded. Like, he did it like OG, he no-lifed her. Like, that's a fucking god right there. That's an Oni god. And it's not like you can put in money to... You can't put OC in the game right now, so you, like... PC will never see anyone 137, 138. Like, even if you grinded from now till the end of June. You got April, May, June. That's 3 months. Fuck. Yeah. It's not good. Not good, not good. Oh, fuck yeah. Abso-fucking-lutely. What someone just said about bazaars. Absolutely. You know, when... True. You know, Aussie mentions about Genshin and stuff, you know. There are other games, like if you need something to drown yourself in, if you need something else, you know, there's always something else. You're never alone. And that's the thing about these games. Like, I have a lot of friends that don't really play the game anymore. You know? Like, people used to ask me, they're like, Oro, you're still playing this game. How long are you gonna fucking play this game? How long are you gonna play this dead game? And I get those comments every other day. And I always said, you know, I play this game because it's fun, but every game is fun. If a game isn't fun, why play it, right? But, you know, you meet people in this. Like, I have lifelong friends I've met from this game, like Lyra and Eva and, you know, Harai, Suzaku, all my friends. You know, so many of you guys I've met, you know. And, you know, it's been awesome, you know. I met so many people. I've heard so many stories. I've, you know, played with so many people, you know. So, like, that's the thing you take with you, your memories, you know, your friends, the ones you keep, the ones you met. Not your enemies, they can go fuck themselves. You don't keep your enemies, they go fuck themselves. But, you know, but be proud that you made an enemy. If you made an enemy in this game, either you're a complete dickwad or you did something right. Hey Dave, how you doing, man? So, in the end, like, I hope to God that we all made, like, some good friends, you know, playing this game. Fuck, man, I'm fighting some emotions. You have no idea. Like, I'm not going to say you have no idea. You all know what I'm going through. You all know what I'm going through. So, because we're all going through it together, you know. Fuck, I was going to work this morning. Like, I got this, I found out about this, and I was, like, trying to make a call to, like, order lunch, and then I couldn't get through. Like they wouldn't pick up the phone. So I ended up getting Burger King, but I'm like, we're driving to Burger King and going to work, and I'm just thinking to myself like, holy fuck, I have to do that when I get home. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, I wanted to, like, I knew I had to make this video, but I don't want to do this, but I have to. Like, and I want to, but it's a harder video to make. You know, I actually changed the description for this video. I didn't put much, but I actually, like, tried to do a bit more. Because I did work all day. But yeah, emotions are high. It's okay to cry. If you don't feel anything, then, you know, what are you fighting for? But like I was saying, like, it's, you know, you could say this from day one. Right. Like, every game you play, like, unless it's like a fighting game or something. Right, that's a great outlook. Yeah. But the one thing I wanted to say was, like, no matter what the game is, unless, like, everything, it's a rule of life, everything dies, you know? We're born, things are born, things die. It's the circle of life, and it's true to games as well. You know, we've all played other, well, not all of us, maybe this could be it. You know, for me, this is my big MMO. This is the only one I ever played. But games rise and fall all the time. I was looking up some statistics earlier. Just trying to look up, because I remember when COVID was going on. I remember, like, when COVID was starting and people weren't able to go to work and money was dwindling. I read a lot of comments. You guys told me a lot of comments about how, like, games aren't surviving. People don't have dispensable income because, you know, just like it killed small businesses and things like that, in a sense, games, MMOs, unless they're like a huge umbrella corporation like Square Enix or Sony, like, specifically, or whatever it may be, like little indie developers, like, is Cyberstep indie? Whatever, they're independent, but they're gonna suffer more because they don't have anything to back them, you know. But the same thing came true, like, and then you have something like Genshin coming out that's new, fresh, beautiful, and fun, and has a big community. People flocked there like crazy. You know, that plus COVID, like, all the revenue that went to these other games started going to Genshin. Like, I personally did not spend that much in Onigiri for a long time, and even though I'm making a lot more money, like, I just got a whole bunch of raises and stuff at work, things are good for me. When I was starting out this channel, not really this channel, but Onigiri, Orogiri, stuff like that, I wasn't working. I was off for like a year. Then I said, I'm just going to do this YouTube thing, give it a shot. And I had about 10 grand to my name. Fuck, a lot of it went into this. I went down to about 2 grand. I went down to about $2,000. And I still had to pay rent and stuff at home. I had to pay like $300 a month, something like that. That's what I had to pay. And at one point, I had this other savings thing that's like tax-free, whatever. And I always just put like $100 into that, like it was just a setting. And then eventually, like, I was so low that I couldn't, like I just spent so much of my money not working. Like, it wasn't just blowing all of it in Oni and stuff, but just not working over the course of like 4 or 5 years. My money dwindled, and I eventually just took out like 2 grand from my other account and just put it in, and then I finally got my job back. But I'm like, I'm never, I was too prideful to say I'm not I'm gonna run out of money. But anyway, so from the start of Onigiri till now, or not till now, but till I got a job, I had like 8 grand, 10 grand. I put like 8 grand into the game at that point, which wasn't a lot. It wasn't really fully into the game, but that was like, I probably put like maybe like 3-4 grand probably throughout the course of a couple of years, which isn't bad. But anyway, where was I going with this? If by July we still have no news about PS4, we should be good. Right. And I remember we were having this talk last year, like when Xbox was going down, we started talking about ourselves. Where do we go from here? We talked about how, you know, if everyone keeps spending and everyone just keeps rolling and we do things, you know, good and all that, then we should be fine. And here we are. We're fine. You know, my big concern was, is Onigiri going to be on PS5? Because if Onigiri is going to be on PS5 and people just download a whole bunch of free games, yeah, they'll get Genshin, but maybe they'll get Onigiri too and see the same spark in it that we all saw, that we all see, that we all knew and loved. We know to this day, you know, this is a good game, you know. Like, legit, if you took Onigiri, got rid of energy, and just let people fucking farm the shit out of it, and just have fun, holy fuck, it's a good game. Like, if we get rid of all the barricades and gateways in Onigiri, like, it's a solid game. Like, I always compared it to, like, a Dynasty Warriors Light. Like, you fight a numerous amount of enemies, you clear the dungeon, you have AoE attacks, cool specials, elements, builds, all this fun stuff, great mechanics. And it was fun to play. It was fucking blood. It was fun. You know? EU and Xbox shut down a few months apart. I'm not sure about the specifics, but it was in the same year, I believe. Yeah. Like, I think as like a standalone, like if they wanted to, like if they released like the whole game as a story, and like if they finished the story, they could release it as a whole game with all the content and stuff, but not make it like an MMO, just make it like Genshin where you just make a 5-man party and you just play. Like, it's not MMO, it's just like you can play it solo and then team up with a friend. Sort of like Dark Souls, things like that. Like, if it was just like that, where you just start and it's this huge epic adventure and there's no Nyankoropan, there's no gacha, it's just like you just have like, I don't even know how that would work. You just play every day and they just give you tickets and you just use them and you don't buy anything. Like, honestly, like, I would love to just play like an MMO without like the money and stuff and just play the fuck out of it. Just fucking play. Like, I just play every day and I have enough free to play rewards or whatever to just get through the game. Like, this game is so fun at its core with the RNG elements, all that stuff. Like, it'd be great. Hey Geraldine, hey Pikachu. Hey Riku, how you doing, man? It's gonna be hard to say. So I'm getting a little off track talking about how awesome it would be to just have Onigiri as a standalone game. Oh fuck, we have a lot of people spending. But yeah, an era, definitely an era. You're gonna go back to no life in Final Fantasy Online again if you lose Onigiri? You know, that's great. If you have something you love that you want to fall back on, by all means, embrace it. Absolutely. Like, I've been embracing Genshin Impact for a while now. Like, I enjoy it. I do those dailies more than I do Onigiri stuff. Because how I feel in Onigiri is, like, I have, like... I don't roll for stuff. I was talking about that earlier. Like, I don't roll a lot in Onigiri anymore because I have most things. Like, most units that come out is like, hey, look, the new awesome super character. But then they're like with Himiko, with Miyamoto, with Oda, with Lancelot, with like everything else that I already have, or like literal trash vanguards. And I look at the unit and I say, no, I'm not going to spend $300 and maybe not even get a scroll for the thing I want. Like, to me, it's like, no. Just the way, I find the way that they're doing the Nyankoropan, like, it's too much vinegar and not enough honey for me. Right, Jesse, that's a fantastic point. I thought about that exactly. Paley, I know, man. You're all on the same point. So, let's jump into that point. So, where do we go from here? So we had this discussion last time when Xbox went down and we were worried about ourselves. And I said, you know, as long as, and Riku brought this up a minute ago, you know, Like, gacha games survive from a handful of players spending hundreds to thousands of dollars on a regular. We call them whales and dolphins and just dedicated players, you know. And if a game has those, it survives. If a game has, like, let's say we have a player base, and, like, that's why, like, games go subscription based. I wouldn't mind if Onigiri went subscription based to save it, like to keep it alive, like a life support subscription based system. I wouldn't mind that. Like, how much would that be? Like, other games are subscription based, like Elder Scrolls Online. I think Final Fantasy is subscription based, which I don't think that's a problem, really. Like, it's like you're renting a game for like a whole month period or whatever. Like, if they charged like $20 a month, and let's say, I don't know how many players we have, like 500, it wouldn't work. You get more players with free to play. But if they were to give the option to say, hey, you know, if you spent, like, if everyone spent like $20 a month to keep it afloat, would that be enough? And let's say you had, I don't even know what player base looks like. It's not 1,000 players. I'd say there's probably 500, I mean, high level players, there's probably about 150 of them. But let's just say, for example, there's like 400 dedicated players. If you had $20 from 400 people, assuming they all wanted to do it, you're looking at like, I don't know, is that 20 grand? There you go. Yeah. $20 to play a month, and you get some bonuses, but then you get the premium package for $15 more, and you get like a legendary ticket like every month, twice a month. Even then, like, they just had to give a whole bunch of other things. But that's just something. Thought about subscriptions and stuff. Fuck. I'm trying to think. I lost track. I went on a tangent for a second. I'm gonna open up the actual chat, because the chat, you guys are filled with so many things that I want to talk about, and I'm literally all over the place. But reading them jogs my memory. So, yes, sadly, Guardian down. Dubs, holy fuck, dude. My friend. PC Onigiri. PC is going down. No word on Switch, no word on PS4, no word on JP, no word on Steam, no word on anything else. It's just this one is going down in June. So let me just reread these comments here. Right, and I want to reread one of them from Darkland, because this was a nice ray of positivity. They said, it's not like we're the ones getting shut down in June. Let's enjoy it until they actually say that PS4 is getting shut down. They have been shutting down servers like once every year, so maybe we're fine. That's a good positive note. Holy fuck, if they had one gold ball every fucking... You should... If you're giving them money, they should give you stuff. Like... That's my big fucking problem, is that I feel like I could put in a whole bunch of money and get virtually nothing. Like, get virtually nothing of value. That's how gachas work. Gachas are, it's not gambling because you always get something. Real gambling, there's no guarantee that you'll get anything for your money. But in a gacha game, you put in money, you get an item, and the item is randomized to be a thing. Like, it could be anything. It's always an experience boost, a drop boost, a Ryu boost, fucking sigils, you know, skill cards, etc, 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 etc. So, oh fuck, you're right, I have that 5 green screenshot. You're damn right. Put that on my fucking fridge. Fuck. I need a PS4 printer. I'd print 1,000 pictures. Yes, absolutely. It is very aggravating, absolutely. So, that's that. Thank you for reminding me of that. So what I'm talking about is, I sometimes feel like I can put, like, I don't roll a lot of the times because I'm like, if I don't get what I want, then I, like, if there's only one thing of value for me, it's all worthless. Like, how many times do I do a stream and the first thing I do is I look at the Nyan Koropan and I give my opinion on what's good and what's not for all of us, you know? I look at it, and I don't want to try and be pessimistic. I look at it, try to be objective, and say, you know, any accessory that's made with skill force instead of attack is by default garbage. Sadly, it is. Like, there's like an Inochio one out there. It's beautiful. It's fucking garbage. You know, it's trash. So, like, I'm always trying to see, like, what's worth, what's not, what are the odds, what, like, you know, it's money, like, what are the chances you're going to get something worthwhile, or you're going to walk away with Siegfried and a broken heart, you know? Like, I'll answer that soon enough, Darkland, but I'm glad you're still around. Oh fuck yeah, Genshin listens. I love that about them, is they fucking listen. Holy fuck, their ears are open and not filled with cash. Anyway. So, like, techniques, Cyberstep should, if I was Cyberstep, like, full control, we're in damage control, we need to, like, keep things afloat and keep a good thing going. A proverb we've all known: you attract more flies with honey than vinegar. Vinegar is all that gacha bullshit that they expect people who don't have a fucking brain to think that it's a good idea to go get sigils and komenus, like someone else said. You know, to go get all this stuff that's not in the silver, gold, or platinum tier. All that crap. Like, keep the skill cards, that's fine. Everyone needs skill cards, like, you can't not have those. But if they want to really fucking make some, I know, Dave, abso-fucking-lutely, it's all how we met each other. Ours isn't going, but PC's is. It might be an omen, it might just be they all went to Steam, they all went to something else, you never know. Yes, the Genshin does have to, they are getting better at putting content. Yeah, Phantasy Star Online is pretty fun. I played that for a couple months last summer. Not even a couple months, like 1 month. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy that. I only liked one class in Phantasy Star, but I enjoyed it. I liked the Bouncer class. And then they said, go play another class. And I said, no. I stopped. It just played something else, I think. Fuck, I'm getting off track. I love all your comments. I love all you guys. But I'm trying to, fuck. Where's them comments? I was reacting to one of them. I sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right. If I was Cyberstep, exactly. You know, they might just be slowly shutting them all down. Steam, I went to USB-C like a couple weeks ago, and there was like no one online, and everyone was selling the. Holy fuck, you're right. I'm gonna talk about that. I need to write this shit down because there's so much stuff I want to talk about. Kind of miss the days when I was like level 90, hanging out in the Rift with the boys. And yeah, exactly. New class, yeah, cool. Yeah, there's Phantasy Star Online too. I showcased that a couple times. But yeah. I'm on some Onigiri, like, Facebook groups and stuff, like, and, a lot of the times there's a lot of players, I don't know what the language is, their names of, like, Vutong, and I don't know if it's Singapore or whatever, it's some group of people, but I'm always seeing these posts about people trying to, like, sell their Tempests, sell their accounts, they have this many Vanguards, like, they're just trying to get the most out of it. PS4 as well, there's a couple players that are trying to sell their PS4 accounts, they're trying to, like, they're selling it for PlayStation cards, they're selling it for e-transfer, you know, all this stuff to give their login information, all that stuff that's against TOS, but at this point, who gives a fuck? Well, for you know, for those that it affects, you're late but welcomed. You are very welcomed into this home. Yeah, they're ending Onigiri PC, not Steam, just PC. And this I don't get. Onigiri PC is like first party for Cyberstep. They go through no gatekeeping. They go through no barriers. They are their own publisher. They publish it to the internet. Anyone can play their game apart from like ESRB. That's like the only thing on their heels. Like, you know, true. Um, Oh my god. Right. Like, I don't get that. As a first party developer, like, they could just do whatever they want. There's nothing in their way. For the longest time, PS4 could not get trading because Sony said no. Xbox said yes, Sony said no. Like, they didn't have as much authority as they would want, you know? Well, they're different servers. Steam is its own thing. Steam is newer, and Steam's probably more popular because more people are familiar with Steam. Like, more people are going to look up free-to-play things on Steam and find Onigiri and play it than someone who is going to have a gaming PC rig, which is a very minority community. It exists. It is a community. There are lots of people that have custom PCs. I have one myself. But PC gamers are much more of a minority than console gamers and, to an extent, Steam gamers, because people just get the platform, they look up free, they look up fantasy, they look up big anime titties, and they play the game. You know, that's why the player base is always, not always, but for the most part, for Onigiri, PS4, Xbox, and Steam and Switch have a bigger player base than PC because it's more accessible to the common man. Like, I only found out about Onigiri because it was coming to PS4. I would have never... There's tons of MMOs I don't know they exist, and it doesn't bother me that they do, because they're not in my realm of awareness. So PS4 could just be on a contact with Sony not allowing them to pull the plug on PS4 server. Because it's weird, they stopped... I know, it's very weird. It's very weird that they, I don't get it. Like... I don't, like, obviously it costs them to upkeep the server and all that stuff, but I don't imagine, it doesn't add up to me. But for a long time, when people would come into the stream and comment, I've had tons of PC players come in and say, man, it's dead on PC, like, nobody's there. And people are all selling their stuff, like, they see what we sell stuff for bazaars, and they're like, holy shit, that's so high. But people are just trying to get rid of themselves, you know, do some deals, get some cash back, do something. And, you know, if they choose to, yeah. So, it also mentioned, I'm going to finish reading their actual post, because I didn't get to finish, there's like one paragraph left. They said, please be aware that we will not be able to transfer game data from US PC version to any other version at service closure on account of technical limitations. We are sorry for any inconvenience. Thank you for the many wonderful years we spent together in US PC Onigiri. On behalf of the entire management, you have our gratitude for all of your support. Let's enjoy Onigiri to the end. And that's where that ends. That's what they say. So, that's finishing their thing. So I want to go back to, I'm going to go back to a couple points that you've all brought up, and I'm so glad you guys are here. If I was doing this video, this stream, without you guys, one, it'd be hollow and void and pointless. And second, I wouldn't know half the thing, like I wouldn't be able to think of half the stuff that you guys are going to bring up. And I appreciate you all for that. So, back to the point of, like, if I was Cyberstep right now, And I know, man. Like, wouldn't it be nice if you just said, hey, you confirm your account, and you just say, hey, can you, like, why can't they just do a merge? Like, I understand with technical limitations and all that, but couldn't they just say, like, here's my account, I'm 133, I have these vanguards, ding, 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 like, and then just recreate, but I guess they can't. Technical limitations, it's either they physically cannot do it, or they just don't want to. It's one of the two. Either it's impossible, or they can't. You know? I don't think they want to. You know, that could be it. So, back to my idea. So, if I were in charge of Cyberstep right now, and we're going back to the idea of you attract more flies, more players with honey than you do vinegar. Like, if they just wanted to just make a lot of money and keep the game alive, just make people fucking happy. Like, get rid of all the vinegar and piss when you roll. Cut that bullshit. Let me open up the Neon Coral Pond right now, and here's what it should be. Okay? You should open up the Neon Coral Pond. You should get, like, 1 free roll a day. Like, some things they could do right now to just make everything better. You get 1 free roll a day. Implement a fucking pity thingy so that when people are like, they see that it's 40 out of 50 for a platinum, they say, holy fuck, I'm so close and the event's gonna end, I'm gonna drop some money and get that fucking thing. Genshin does that all the time. And like, that's what I would do. Like, give people guarantees. Make people want to spend. Because right now, they make me not want to spend. Like, they make highly invested players, whales. Like, there's 2 different levels. Like, whales are like, I don't give a fuck if I get 18 copies of Miyamoto if it means I can get my 5th Azura. Like, a whale does not give a fuck. Me, I'm just a conscious spender and someone who loves the game. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to make conscientious decisions with my wallet for the best of my interest. Like, if it was up to me, I'd make it so every day we get free rolls. Like, you know what they should fucking do? Like, enough of this what if stuff. You know what they should fucking do for our good friends on USPC? They should just fucking do 5 things until that game ends. Limit break fucking everyone. Like, eliminate the damage cap, remove the damage cap. I want to know what things are supposed to do. 2, give everyone access to every single Vanguard, maxed the fuck out, so they can play it in their 3-month retirement. Just max everything out. Let them experience all the content that some people have never been able to do. Like, you're like make everyone 140. Like, just fucking make everyone 140. Like, they could go in and change experience values to be like 140 is equal to 1, and everyone's just 140. And they have like infinite materials. They can craft any weapons they want. Who gives a fuck? Let people play. Let them enjoy. Let them have a beautiful song of just having fun. Like, they can just master list to like craft any mag they want. Just let people play. Infinite energy. Just fucking go at it. I think that would be awesome. That would be like awesome. Like, the master mode Onigiri, you have every Vanguard, everything. Just let them fucking have fun for like the next couple months. That would be a delight. For some, it'd be a kick in the fucking mouth. But for most of them, they'd be like, wow, so this is what this was supposed to be. Right. Like that's something that I just thought of. I think that'd be fun. And welcome everybody who's just joining. It is a sad day for Onigiri USPC. These servers will be closing this June 11th. And as of right now, you cannot purchase OC on PC. You cannot create a new account. They will not answer support tickets and messages, although they never did anyway. And yeah, now we're talking about what they could have done better, what they should do, and where do we go from here. Hey Minty, my brother. Hey man. Quickly, you reminded me, I was gonna do this and I forgot. Can't they? I wish they could make a crossplay. They said they can't transfer the account anywhere. They said they can't. So that kind of sucks. Onigiri's on the PS5. Yeah, it's the same thing. You can play it there. 7 years. And I know how you feel, Sav. I know how you feel. But, like I said this earlier, like, it might feel like it's down the drain. But, you know, every book has its final page, its final paragraph, its final sentence, its final, you know. It doesn't discount the journey for you having finished the story, but hopefully by the time you finish the story, you look at the book and you're smiling. You know, you reminisce, you think of all the good, and you know you enjoyed yourself. You know, if you didn't enjoy yourself, you take the book, you throw it in the fireplace, and you heat your hands, and you go get a new one. You know? But yeah, like, your anger is, your frustration, it's all warranted. It's all warranted. Alright. Well, that's the thing. They said that due to technical limitations, they can't transfer stuff, which is just bullshit. Like, I think they just don't want to. Like, they could just, like, I'm pretty sure people would be fine going to the JP server. And just fucking learning moon runes and just playing. Yes, rip indeed. What about the rest of us? So we gotta get to that. One thing I did want to do, and I was mentioning this earlier, but I wanted to give a shout out to the, like I mentioned, I put a tweet out for this earlier. I put out a Twitter, I put out a YouTube thing. Oh, that's definitely a factor. But I want to just do a shout out to everyone who liked and retweeted on Twitter today about this thing, because I thought about that today. I'm like, you know what, you guys matter, and everyone in this chat matters. But Victor, Hierro, Minty, Edwin, I guess Paimon. There's two others. It says two others, and that's not right. And Rin, you know, shoutouts to all you guys. And, you know, thanks for being here. Yeah, sometimes you get on and fuck around. Other times you have a goal in mind. Right. So, going forward though, what I think they should do, legit, is just make things fucking fun. Like, if they put a guarantee, if they say, listen, this is how fucking easy it is to make money. Every time somebody, like, buys, like, remember how I used to make fun of the fucking OC campaign? PC had an OC campaign for spending like $300 or $150 for a fucking extraction ticket, and I made a whole fucking meme about it. I made a whole video about that. It was when they got Mikami. That was some fucking stupid bullshit. Holy fuck, that was a slap in the face from the cock of a grandma. Like, what was that? How did it even hit me? And here it was. Like, it made no sense. It made no sense. Absolutely, they spread way too fucking wide and then did not dedicate like they did at the start. You've been busy, murder? For sure, for sure. For sure. We've all been there. And yeah, in Canada, OC went up as well. That's because of dollar prices between the US, at least. In a way, I don't know if it's funny, but I think it's ironic. It's odd. Right, $800 to get KG. I spent about 600. Absolutely. I mean, KG was the fucking, that was the Vanguard. That was, KG is like the fucking Vanguard. Like, that is the triple S tier with a cherry on top and whipped cream on the nipples. Like, that is the top tier Vanguard, KG. And because she was the top tier motherfucking Super Vanguard, triple S, cherry tip nips Vanguard with some jiggle physics, but she doesn't really have that, but that's just an example. Because she is the apex of the game, the opus, like, am I going to roll for some other character that does lightning and slice? No, because I already have a character that does fucking everything. Like, that's a problem with making characters too good. And then you just have DBZ syndrome. You just go up, 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 up. Oh, well, we need a character stronger than the strongest thing in the world. Okay, well, we had Frieza, and he's the strongest being in the universe. We have Cell. He was in my dad's basement. He's stronger than Frieza. And then we have Boo, who was asleep since the dawn of time, and he's stronger than everything. And then we put on some earrings, and then we're stronger than that. And then here comes God, another God that's God of gods of destruction. And he's stronger than everything. And then there's this one assassin guy who's 1,000 years old, who's strong as fuck. And then there's this guy who hates people. And it's just, it goes on and on and on. And then there's Broly, whose power's maximum, and he just breaks canon to make a movie. You know, that's DBZ syndrome. It just keeps going up and 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 up. There's no end to it. But we like, it goes like that. Like, Vanguard was literally, like, Vanguards came, Miyamoto's like fucking Super Saiyan. And then Luna comes, and it's like fucking Yamcha. And Sasuke comes, and it's like Piccolo. And then like nothing good came until Dark Miyamoto. We found out it was like Nappa. It's like not Miyamoto. And then we get Lancelot, and it's like, holy fuck, is that future Trunks? Who is this? They're really fucking strong. And then we get Oda, and that's our true Vegeta, and they're just fucking killing everything. And, you know, eventually we start getting these characters, and they just start, you know, getting better. Like Venus, and, you know, when Venus got buffed, like, holy fuck. Venus got buffed. Like, Valkyrie got buffed. Siegfried got buffed, and it didn't fucking matter. When oh, that'd be such a good meme. I wish we could make memes, man. Like, I wish I knew how to do like SFM for like Onigiri models, because I would take the fucking buff scene from Team 4 Star. Like, you know the scene in Team 4 Star where Guru is giving everyone a power up, and like I would like take it to where like the scene where Guru is giving Krillin a power up, and he's like, I will bring out your potential, and Krillin's like, what? Nothing happened. But it's like fucking Siegfried, and he's like, this is your full potential. I don't feel much better. Yep, it's all downhill from here. Like, that's literally what that was. Like, honestly, if we had more of a meme culture, like Genshin has a fucking meme culture, like, Onigiri would be so fucking hot. Whoo! If we had memes, man. Memes keep things alive. Onigiri can only do so much. But legit, like, shit like that, like, if I was thinking more, like, I could do stuff like that. But not really. I could just put someone's face on a scene and publish it. But it doesn't go out to people that don't know what Onigiri is. It goes out to people that are like Onigiri, and that's what we know. It's like an echo chamber of bullshit. And fun. But legit, like, memes keep things alive. Memes, dreams, all that stuff. I always like making meme videos. So, great. I'm glad you all had a smile. But legit, like, it's completely what it is. And I never talked about this, but like our update right now, like, we have so many quality of life changes we just got. Like, they just like fix DCs, like, more or less letting you go back in the dungeon, keep your pooled experience, do all this stuff. Like, I wish PS4 lives forever. PS4 Oni. will live until the PS fucking 7. All right, that's my wish. And $1 million. Okay, whew, I didn't want to pass that by. You never want to wish for something petty. You never want to wish for something petty and miss having $1 million. You know, it's part of the rules. You got to be objective about this shit. If you got one wish, you can ask for like world hunger, but man, you could starve yourself. Right, you do need to smile. That's right. You don't need to, but when it happens, embrace it and cherish it and wonder why. How many people you think play Oni in all? In all. Let's say I want to say there's like, I don't know anything about JP, but I feel like there's like 200 really good dedicated Japanese players. And Onigiri PC is probably like 300. I feel like we're 300. I feel like everything's 300. Steam and Switch probably have like a good 1,000. I'd say the community's probably like, it's not 3,000 big. I'll tell you right now. The Onigiri community is not 3,000 big because we couldn't fucking get the mighty burn from that Facebook sharing, Twitter sharing thing. We barely got like the 1,000 OC for everybody. Oh, absolutely pudding. So many memories. Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, so good. Rekindled, yeah, reignited. Yeah, Kurenai is a great content creator. They do great stuff. I can never get their name right. I always call them Kurenai Akaha, Agaha or whatever. But yeah, Akaha, absolutely. They do these great expos. They try and get a whole bunch of Ogis and they show off things. Really awesome. Really awesome. Yeah, JP's doing fine. They just got the housing update. They just got Lucifer assist partner. Things are looking good there. You know, that's where the game's gonna thrive in glorious Nippon. Can one platform run all that much people? I mean, if we combined all the powers, then yeah, they probably could. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I was talking about that earlier, like just like with small businesses suffering from COVID, when the populace doesn't have a sustainable income because they can't. I mean, things are opening up now, things are getting better, but during this year, when people don't have disposable income because they have reduced hours or whatever, you know, obviously when dispensable income is down, superfluous things like video games cannot make a revenue. You know, if everyone's starving, no one's going to the movies because that popcorn way too fucking expensive. Like they got bills to pay, they got heat to pay, they gotta buy the lamp oil, they gotta, you know, you gotta have your necessities met before you play with your extremities. I don't know, non-essentials. Yeah, Lucifer partner. It was in the anime. Like Onigiri had an anime and like it like didn't exist. Yeah, there's like a housing update. I've seen some pictures. Eva sent me a picture. Like she was in a house and there was like these statues of like Maid or Miyamoto, Keiji, a bunch of Maid characters or whatever. Hey, Silica. Hey. Yeah. Like I've said this many times, if you guys like have, you know, something else that you enjoy, like the PC players or even anyone, like if you want something else to latch on to, you know, Genshin is very fun. Anything, like for me, I played Onigiri, like the first year I played Onigiri, my pets were alive, and then my cat and my dog both, they're my childhood pets. And they both, my dog died first in February of, I believe, 2016. And oh fuck, that hit me hard. And for me, like if I'm ever miserable, fucking sad, like completely like devastated, I can't do nothing. No word on PS4 Shepard, no word on that. But I can't do nothing. I have to sink my teeth into something. And I just play the shit out of something. you know. Like, I got to sync my, like, at that time, I just played the hell out of Warframe. I just leveled up, played, constantly. Like, whenever I'm down, I need something like that. Like, there are times when I'm down, I just start a new game, and I just play the fuck out of it, like an RPG or something. And it takes my mind off it, I enjoy it, and, you know, that's just who I am. So, and a lot of times, like, Onigiri's like that. It's a game you can grind, you meet people, you have a common goal, you enjoy it, you just have fun, you work together. Hey, Edwards, how you doing, man? And, like, you know, it's great. Right, you know. And no matter what you do, your feelings are going to percolate in your mind at some point. You know. Oh, fuck yeah, man. Having something, Shepard, absolutely. Having something to just sink yourself into until you're okay makes it good. I did like Warframe. I played it up until the Eidolons, and I didn't really care about the Eidolons, and then, but it was always fun. It was always fun to play. Like, I usually play it every couple months. There's new stuff, and I play. Yeah. Is it called a gateway to leave the trail? Yeah. Gateway, just a distraction, something to have. Like you can, people drown themselves in something. Like, for us gamers, you know, a good game, like, some people drown themselves into a book. They drown themselves. Like, when someone's devastated, they're sad, you always see this typical thing, like, someone's had a big breakup, or they're devastated or whatever. You'll see them binge ice cream, like, and, like, just junk food, and just watch the shit out of Netflix, and just be absorbed in it until they're okay. And for me, I'm not one to just sit and watch things all the time. It's a coping, absolutely coping. And for me, it's like, I just play a new game. Like, I'm not going through anything bad at all right now, personally. But whenever I get, like, a lull, like, I just go through a point in time where, like, I'm not on the big Oni grind right now. Like, I could be farming experience. I could be farming islands to get that weapon, but I'm just thinking, I don't want to. I like playing the game. I have to get this Purga Ogi. I have to get this Purga Ogi for all my US PC brothers and sisters and in-betweens and beyonds, to infinity and beyond, whatever. Anyway, all my brethren. And I have to do that for them, at least. I have to get that fucking Ogi. I've been slacking. I did, like, the last weekend, I farmed, like, I don't know how many, 500 medals, doing hard. Well, I gotta do, like, another 500. I have to. For my brothers, I have to get that fucking Ogi. So, that's something I have to do. But, like, I'm not, like I was saying, I'm not going through, like, nothing bad at all. But, like, one game, I bought this game, like, 2 summers ago. This is a problem I have with Onigiri. Is every time I want to play a different game, I get cock-slapped with a fucking update. Like, boom, bitch, update. Ha, you bought a game? Ha, 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 update. Fuck you. And then I play the update and I enjoy it. And then 3 weeks later I play my game again, and then it's another update. And that's the circle of life. I hope so too, Dave. I hope so too. And, like, so many signs. But yeah, like, recently, basically, I'm just gonna say, I've been playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth. My good friend, I met in Onigiri, Suzaku. He played that game. I watched him do a stream of it before, and I'm like, that looks pretty fun. I'll play that sometime. He's like, oh, fuck yeah, man, you play that. And I've been playing it, and I've been fucking loving it. I'm like 20 hours in. I enjoy it. I bought it like 2 years ago, and I just never touched it. Anywho, you should mail this video link on a piece of paper with a full-blown message. Maybe. It's an hour in, and it doesn't feel like it. So, right. So, reminiscing aside, what could they do to make the game better? Personally, for me, if they want to make this game better, it's true. It's fine to laugh. That's what I want you to do. But to make this better, like, for me, if they make it so that every time I put in any amount of money, I'm handsomely rewarded with guarantees. Because here's how the scale works. At the start of a game, when you have nothing and you roll the gacha and you play, everything is good. Like, I've just experienced this again with Genshin and disposable income, because to me, if I do overtime, that's disposable income. For me, my regular hours is what I save. If I do overtime, that's my money. Moving on. So, in Genshin, for example, everything, when I first started rolling, I rolled like $400 because they had all these deals. Like, they had it like every first purchase of every package was half price. Or, it wasn't really half price, but you got double the reward. It was like, holy fuck, that's great. I wish they would refresh that, like, every month you get one of them. Holy fuck. But anyway, stuff like that, that gets people to spend. If, like, Onigiri just said, like, going forward, the first OC package you buy, like, a month, you get double. You just get, like, $100 is double. Well, then I'll spend $100. You just guaranteed $100 subscription for anyone who gives a damn about this game. Like, you've just done it. Like, you've done it. And not only that, that's just on the first. To me, if they made it so that every time I did like a package of like $30 or 30, the 300 OC, I never do the 300 OC, but let's just say like the 300 OC, the 500 OC, and the 1000 OC, if they made it so that like every time I did the 30, I got like a premium ticket, I'd be like, awesome. And then if they made it every time I did the $50, I got a legendary ticket and like 2 premiums. And then if I did the 100, I get like 2 legendaries and like 3 premium tickets. Like, basically the old OC campaign without all the cudgels and shit. And they just literally said, here, every $50 you spend is a guaranteed platinum. It's a legendary ticket. That's how you fucking do your pity system. Like, right, like, it's too much vinegar, too much screw you. But if they did it so that every time you put in, like, I think even Genshin could learn from that, to be honest, because they have the pity system. People like that. I like that. I like to know that there's a guarantee, a light at every fucking tunnel. There's a light at the end of that tunnel. Anyway, that fucking guaranteed hope, like, if I put in $50 and I get a legendary ticket, I get a platinum. I don't care what it is. It's a platinum. And then that OC that I might not want to roll because I feel like it might be a waste at my current player level of my ownership of everything. At a certain point in time, I started saying OC is for restoring. OC is not for rolling. And I'm like that in Genshin too. Every day in Genshin, I do at least 50 Primo Gems to restore because I feel like it's a waste if I don't, because of how their system works. And I have no problem with that because I generate like 150 Primos a day anyway. But beyond the point, going forward, if Cyberstep just said, hey, every time you charge like $50, we're going to give you like premium tickets and legendary tickets, and then that OC is yours to use with what you want, you'll get fucking everybody in there. Like, and then once a month, if they just did like, oh, once a month, here's a bundle, and like they did this on Steam. On Steam, they said, oh yeah, the first, you could buy this package, you get X amount of OC, X amount of tickets, and they were able to choose a Vanguard of their choice. And I remember that stream, I said, holy fuck, I would love that. That's how you fucking get it to work. Like, if they say, oh, this month, the choice Vanguards are like the Lancelot or Oda. What team are you on? And then you buy it, and you get a Lancelot or an Oda, a guarantee. Because of how many scrolls you need in this game, like 5 scrolls of every character, if you could just get one copy of a character, you know, see if you even want them. I know they have the test dungeon and stuff, but we don't all do that. But something like that would just be fantastic. It's a win-win. We get something guaranteed. They get $50. We have more incentive to play the game. We have more incentive to give. You know, that's fantastic. The game I play on my phone, Fire Emblem Heroes, they do that. Like when Black Friday rolls around, Golden Week, Christmas, New Year's, they release these bundles. They say, hey, if you buy this package, you get all these orbs and we'll give you a free 5-star. And I'm like, oh, well, that's better than me buying orbs anyway, because if you're, like, those deals are not going to apply to free-to-play players, like very low-spending players who don't really want to spend it all. But to people that are going to spend anyway, Like, if you're gonna spend money anyway, you're gonna buy that 1000 OC package or whatever later on. Like, if you know you're gonna spend again, you're gonna do it now. Like, you do it for the incentive. Like in Genshin, I only buy the big package because it gives you so much more gems than any other package, and I know that I'm gonna roll again in a month or two or whenever something piques my interest. I know it's not a one-time thing. I'm gonna do this again, so I'm gonna make sure I get the best deal now, so I don't have to. So it like follows through later. Like in Genshin, I like to roll, get what I want to get or whatever I can get, and then like I've done it where I've rolled and I've wished or whatever, and I've gone down to like 0 gems and I got a 5-star, and I'm like, well, fuck, I have no gems to restore, and I'll put in another $100. I'm not going to put in $10, it's a waste of money. I'll put in 100 because it's a good package, and then I'll just restore, and that's my money, that's my allowance, and I just restore, and I have money to play with, and then when another event comes, whatever I've left, I just use. And to me, that's how I like to play, because I know I'm going to play later. But stuff like that gets people going. Like, you know that people are going to buy this stuff anyway, but if you give them an incentive, you give people a reason. Like, yeah, and then they release the 5-star, the 14 scroll Vanguards. That's some bullshit. You're right there, Sav. You're right. Like, but yeah, like, they should start doing that. Like, what was it? Last event. Right, Kevin. Rolling the ant is painful now. Keep getting artisans, cudgels, friendships, and have to trade them for points. Otherwise, I'd roll more. Yeah, exactly. Like, what was one thing I said? If, like, I know we get Yorozu tickets, but if they made it so that whenever we get a Vanguard, like Genshin does this, if you get a 5-star, you get a 4-star, you're given Star Glitter, which you can use to exchange for other roles or other characters or whatever. Like, I think anytime you get a duplicate 5-star or a duplicate platinum or any platinum, you should be given 3 Vanguard scraps. And then once you get like 15 of those scraps, you can get a Vanguard scroll of your choice. Scraps was such a good fucking idea, but the acquisition of scraps is so low and so slow that it would take you over a year. If they release 1 scrap a month, it would take you 15 months to get a Vanguard for like a scroll for free. Like, not really for free, because you're playing with your time and all that stuff. Oh yeah, Welcome Moon Pack is awesome in Genshin. Get Onigiri should have that too. You pay $5, you get a special OC calendar. You get, like, it's Genshin, it's the equivalent of like 3,000 gems for 300. Like, or not 300, for like $5 you get like 3,000 gems. If Onigiri did the same pricing model for like $5, we got like, what would that even be? You'd get like 300 OC in the course of like, well, no, it's not even that. I don't even know how much 3,000 gems is worth, because it's not $1 a gem. But anyway, let's say you got like, for $5 a month, you get like 4,000 OC, like part of this login calendar. Like, you buy an extra login calendar and it just gives you OC. Like, that's wicked awesome. Like, that goes back to the subscription base. Like, that's a great idea. 25, right, exactly. Yeah. Oh my fuck. Yes, Star, yes, I remember so many people did tell me to go to PC. Now, mind you, if I would have went to PC and everyone would have followed, maybe we could have done something, but no one's going to leave their home to go start a life somewhere else if their home is intact, and then, you know, like, not everyone's going to do that, and I never wanted to do that. This is my home. This is my home. And it's a home to many people. Many refugees, too. And again, if there are PC players that love the game and you want a place to go, maybe you don't have a console, maybe you do, but we'll welcome you on PS4. You're fucking welcome over here. I don't know about Steam, I don't know about Switch, those guys are kind of sketchy, JK, but you guys are welcome here. If you know people who play JP server, please, hopefully you're welcome over there too. But yeah, more incentives, like some things they could do to make a lot of money. Number one, like fucking this shit right here. Okay, number one, get Azura off this unit, get Ifrit off this unit. If it was Kagura, Momotaru, and Orihime, I would roll this unit. But because I hate this man, and I have like 18 of this guy, I'm not going to touch this. Even though the odds are 3-2, still not 100. It's not good for me. Like outfits, that's fine. That's cool. This shit right here, get rid of all this fucking garbage. Like, get rid of all this shit. Okay? Like, if you're in the premium unit, don't give me Oogie 1 through 6. That's fucking peasant food at this point. Make it so that we get sublimes. Make sublime skill card sets. Do that and it's fucking done. Just put sublimes in the silver unit. We're fucking done. Exactly. Yeah. There was a certain point in time back in the day, fish eyes didn't mean shit. And ever since like a year and a half ago, it started being that if you got a certain eye, the Shunoban, the fish eye, all this, your roll was complete shit. Like before, it used to be all random RNG, whatever. It was just a cool spinny wheel. Sevens just gave you fucking hope. And now it's just bullshit. You know? It's just bullshit. Like, how many times do I just get 5 blues and I'm just like, well, what the fuck am I doing? Like, that could have been, like, food. That could have been any fucking thing else. You've yet to get a sublime? I tried to get like my ice sublime and it was it my ice sublime and I just couldn't get it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, 4 Kagi is not too bad, but still, that sucks. Like all this shit here, okay? Here's what you do with all these blues, okay? You make it so if you get a blue ball, you get one of each of these. You get the blue care package. Like they should make it so that if you get a blue, it's just an experience boost, a drop boost, a Rio boost, a Duratick, just all of it fucking together. You get all of it. Fuck it. And then if you get a green, get these hair tickets out of here. Get the hair tickets out of the neon and put them in the Pointaruma where they fucking belong, and just put like Ogi, like make greens skill card sets and Ogi's sets, and then make silvers sublimes, and make golds a random assortment of accessories or one focus accessory and gold vanguards, whatever, and outfits. Like if you already have an outfit, it should just give you an accessory. Just here's a random vanguard accessory, and make them all attack %. Literally do that, and I'll be like, well, I'm gonna get stuff and it's all gonna be fucking good. Like they should do that. That'd be fucking great. You'd have people spending a lot. Get this shit out of here. Make it one mag that affects all affinity types and all weapon types, and that's it. Get it out of my sight. Stop all this splitting it up into 8 fucking parts. Bullshit. Like, that's enough of that. And that goes for this too. Sublime Ogi. What is even in here? I didn't even look at this. I don't even know what this is. What the fuck is this? Lightning Slash, Sword of Avidia, Tornado Drop, Water Drag. That's pretty good. Piercing Venom, Marine Shot, Judgment. Like, you have the answer. Just complain. Fuck. They don't even read our mail. Oh, you just got us. You rolled? Wow. You're fucking icon to us all. But legit, this shit should be gone. It should just be Sublime Skill. If you get a gold, it should just be you got the Sublime Skill card set 5, Sublime Skill card set 4, 5, 6, 7. And what does it look like? it should look like this fucking card right here. And it says, hey, sword, this sublime, that sublime, this sublime, that sublime, this sublime, that sublime. Like, they just make everything fucking harder. Like, I don't know. Like, they push this meta where they want people to do, like, Purgatory and Oni without the Vanguards, without the mounts, without the support partners, the RCMP. And, like, and they tried to build this meta of, like, oh yeah, use your person, make your person really strong, which is what you should do. And, like, they went from this whole Vanguard meta to, like, oh, you want to get the cool new fancy 133 stuff? Then you gotta get the Sublimes. You gotta get yourself good. But to be honest, you had to be good to use Vanguards anyway, which is, like, the best thing about Onigiri anyway, is that you can play as much as you want and you're still trash if you're trash. If your build trash. Don't matter. The Sublimes on the first page for free OC is wrong. In a way. Yeah, I hope to see you later too. Thanks. But that's just the tip of an iceberg. Like, package up these Sublimes, make them easier to get. Make it so every 5 roll you're guaranteed like a gold. Yeah, that's fine. A gold. And then every 10 you're guaranteed a platinum. Like, that's fine. Aren't there rates on Switch like it's a 1% chance to get a platinum? Some bullshit like that. Anyway. Premiums. When was the last time you got a premium ticket? Answer, never. Like, you don't get them. There's no OC campaigns. You can't get premium tickets. They don't fucking exist. Like, there's too much hard to get. If you make things too hard to get, people just give up, masturbate. Like, oh, fuck's sakes. Like, legendary tickets. Like, give me a legendary ticket all the time. Anyway, that's just the gacha. That's just the gacha. Ugh. You get a yeah, that's but who rolls the free unit? Like, oh man. Like, that's the thing, man. Yeah, exactly. We should actually $100, fucking right. Campaigns were good. Fuck, man. Remember they had a campaign to get a dress for $250. I did that. I did that. Oh, like that was when things were fun. Like, my succubus ears I always wear. Like, you know. I shot you in the leg? Why did I shoot you in the leg? What did I do? Anyway. But I miss the like, when the game first started, you get a special eye patch, you can get a special devil horns like I did. There was a campaign for the special outfits, the special this and that. Like, special stuff was fun. But yeah, like, like, money-wise, if they want to get their monies, you know, like, that's what they gotta do. Right, yeah, there was the $250 to get the special outfit. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, it was for a limited time, yep. Right, exactly. Or at least that's something they could do. Put the clock in and make the clock like the point Druma, but he sells all the outfits that we use that aren't around right now, and you can just buy them because people love outfits. Like, people want stuff at this point. If they just let people buy stuff but locked it behind paid currency, they'd get their fucking money. Like, don't do it for weapons. Don't do it for mags. Like, the stuff that you actually grind for and play and earn, leave those the way they are. That's what makes the game good. And for, like, cosmetics, Vanguards, like, every month, they should say, hey, you put in $50 and then you can get this Vanguard free. Like, oh, you can grind up, oh, like how we had Genai and Izuna in the shop. Like, there should be like, oh, this month, a Miyamoto scroll is up in the shop for 100 OC or whatever. And it just encouraged people to play and put in, and, you know, Genshin does that. Every month you get a choice of 2 4-stars. You can use scraps to get them, and it's basically how it works. Like, that's good game design. That keeps people coming back and spending every month. Like, part of it, too, is, like, they need to work on the story. They need to stop just throwing out these infinite events that feel like a filler arc of Inuyasha for 10 years. Like, do some actual fucking content. Oh, that sucks, Ikaros. You've been playing since February? Where do you play, man? What server do you play on, dude? Because Switch and Steam are the newest servers. They potentially have the longest longevity. Xbox was just bad. EU was not a good idea. Didn't work out. If I hear peace, you should do a tradition summon a Thunder Beast. Yeah. Oh, crash it. Yeah. Well, last time on Xbox, we went to this town. We went to Yamataikoku, and like to me, I always associate this place with funerals and stuff. Oh yeah. Fuck. Like, I feel like the biggest problem with Onigiri as a whole is that the developers, I feel personally, are not personally invested in the game. Like, we never see GMs anymore. Like, they don't play their own game. Like, when we told them there were problems with, like, Mephistopheles or something, his poison was too strong, or whatever bullshit it was, Purple Mephi, there's something wrong about him. They sent in GM Blue Boy, or no, it was like Abyss or something, I don't know what they did, but they sent in GM Blue Boy, and he went in and he killed him in like 15 seconds or something. And like, it was so disconnected. Like, it was so disconnected. It's like when Marie Antoinette said back in the French Revolution, they said, oh, the people are rebelling, and she's like, what do they want? And they said, they want bread, they want food. She said, bread? She said, fuck it, let them have cake. Like, she was so disconnected that it didn't matter. I don't know her name was, but I don't know if it was Marie Antoinette or whatever, but she said, let them have cake. And it's like, oh, you guys are struggling with this guy? Let me go in there and one-shot him. It's like, well, fuck. Who are you? We're fighting with swords. You came in with the fucking gun of God. Like, it's so disconnect. Like, if they played the game, if we actually, like, played with developers and stuff, no, you didn't do it legally either. Exactly. They're using Wedgeblade and shit. Like, developer gear. Like, if, Wedgeblade and all that stuff. It's like Blue Fang Blade that doesn't miss and just caps, like, no cooldown. Oh yeah, the boss works. Yeah, boss works. Boss works. Oh yeah, boss works. Yeah. Anyway, like, I feel like if we had more developer activity, more, like, if they actually played their game, they actually, like, farmed it and did feedback and all this stuff, like, we'd have a much different experience. Because when they beta test, did they look at the meta of the game? Like, did they know what we use? Like, do they know that we play crit? Do we know that PC played more element? Did they know that, like, Xbox didn't play at all? Like, not really, but Xbox players tend to, like, ornament more skill force. Like, this is a really cool, I don't know if the word is dichotomy, but a difference of population or cultural differences. But Xbox players who had access to perfect ornamentations would opt to ornament more for skill force. Like, back when skill force was really hard to get. Like, Xbox players were more focused on skill force, and PC players who had access to trading but not infinite rerolls were more interested in element, because they could get more 105s more easier because of trading and stuff. They had more chances to do Heavenly Shield or whatever they were doing, Mushu Fushu, stuff like that. I've heard no end from PC players always saying, oh yeah, Mushu Fushu, crosswise, etc., getting all this huge element. And like, that's how I remember it. Like, PC players were like element, and Xbox players were all skill force. And I feel like on PS4 for us, it was more Fated Contractor. It was more critical. It was more guaranteed things. Getting crit, getting HP, getting SP. Like, that was more beneficial to us. Like, not dying, especially now, not dying is more important than dealing damage. Like, dealing damage is important, but like, especially with things like purgatories, it's better to like not die than it is to deal like 9999 when you could do like 4 million twice. Like, there's a difference. Like, I still run Chiami. Like, Chiami is just, it's part of me now. It's become one. It's like the Hogyoku. Was I the Chiami, or was the Chiami me? Either way, I became a water dragon. Anyway, but I did like these difference of metas, these difference of cultures. I really wonder what the culture on Steam and Switch are. Like, what do they do? And stuff like that. Whew. Right. So one thing I wanted to talk about like an hour ago, and I forgot about it, but on PS4, when we got Bazaars, it was fucking awesome. It was the greatest day in the whole world. It was a literal, like, a party. Everyone's just trading everything. But then, at a certain point, about a year ago, or 2 years ago maybe, they changed Bazaars so we couldn't do item stacking anymore. Like, it used to be that we could sell someone, like, 10 Lunar Spirit Seals so long as we set the price to the minimum for one seal. Like, 38 OC, you could sell someone, like, 3 of them, and he could sell you, like, I don't know, whatever you needed at a lower price, and you could actually do a negotiated trade based on the value we give to items, with like going under whatever. Like, we could actually make deals, like good deals. There was good commerce. It was a free market to an extent beyond like the tax we had to pay, and you know. Right, it's min. Now it's, if you want to sell 3 spirit seals, you have to pay 38, 38, 38. You're paying like $110 for 3 seals, and it's like, well, I guess I'll just fucking do Oni Palace for a week instead, or 2 weeks, whatever. Like, it wasn't worth that pen, friends. It's not worth the pain. It's not worth your effort to do that. So, you know, it's like getting taxed. So before that, we were able to make great, awesome deals, and, you know, sell things and do all this stuff. It was great. And I took fucking advantage of it. We had an event. I'd go on my alts. You can't click on Ibis? That's weird. But like, when we had a Yogg event, I would get all the mats on Oro and trade them to my alt. My alt would get to Kaga, and then I would like give the mats to my alt, and my alt would buy everything from the shop and trade it back to me. And that, I would be putting in money, but I would be getting all my stuff at like a discount. But it was still like me putting in money to do it. Like, it was awesome. Right. The bazaars were awesome. You could use alts, you could do all that stuff. And now, I don't know if this is true for PC or not, but did PC ever get that change as well with the bazaars, where they changed it to where the bazaars were like us, like we couldn't item stack anymore? Because honestly, that fucked the entire economy. Like, I remember how excited I was. I said, oh yeah, I'll go farm mags. I sold I must have made like 2 grand worth of OC just like farming and playing and selling stuff because I had so much stuff. And I would just sell it, and it would be an incentive. Like, oh yeah, I'll go farm, I'll go boost, and if I go get some not Nyanko Kurogen, the fuck, Neoterus or Hisakatas, if I got anything like that, I'd turn a profit on it. There was an investment in there. There was something worth my time. But, like, ever since they changed, like, item stacking, you can't just go farm Yakumo and sell bundles of Tiamat drops to people. Like, if people didn't want to do that, fuck Yakumo, loading time sucks. You know? Like, when they did that change, that was the first fucking nail in the coffin. Because, for a lot of players, the market resurged when trading came. Like, people were putting in money to get stuff. All the time I see messages like, hey, I'm selling Tempest. Like, do you guys want a Tempest? I'll go farm a Tempest. Like, do you guys need this stuff? Hey, I got this. And that was awesome. Like, oh, you need Fuse? Like, I would sell Fuse for like $40 a pop, man. And don't think me a monster. People agreed to pay these prices. I don't put a gun to someone's head and say, here, pay for this. Someone come up to me and said, hey, that's a good deal. I want that because that is worth more time, more value than what I could put in or what I can achieve. So, like, there was definitely an economy. It was definitely an economy. You can't stack on PC. That's the fucking nail in the coffin, man. People love trading, you know? Yeah, why didn't they ever... That's the fucking... Oh, don't get me started about that. If we could trade platinums, man. Everything should be tradable in this game. We got the item, we should be able to give it to someone else. Like, some events you can trade clothes, some you can't. Like, some events you can trade skill cards, some you can't. Like, we should be able to trade all skill cards. We should be able to trade sublimes. We should be able to, like, fucking Phantasy Star does that. Anything you get in Phantasy Star, until you use it, aka you bind it to your character, you can sell it or give it to whoever you want. And that's phenomenal. Like, when I started playing Phantasy Star Online, I looked at all the outfits, got some cheap ones. I got a character look that I like for my character because you could sell stuff, and I was like, that's fucking awesome. I didn't have to play no Bazaar. I didn't have to pay no fucking Gacha. That's great. Like, and then we had these restrictions on weapons. Like, I was a weaponsmith for some people. Like, I've made people completions. I've made people fallen stars. I've made people... I don't think I made any L's or L sins, but I've made crosses. You know, I've made gargoyle weapons. I've made night skies. I've made several night skies for people. Like, I enjoyed that a lot. And then they put a restriction that said anything over 125 you can't do it. Oh, you can't trade this. But then they go around and they say, oh, you can trade the Kota Noha recipe and the Kota Noha mags. Like, excuse me? Like, where the fuck did that come from? That was a fucking great idea. That was awesome. Like, it was actual, like, legit. That sucks, Divinity. But, like, that's such good stuff. Legit. Like, if we could trade platinums, holy fuck. I'd be selling them, like, a good Vanguard, 500 OC. Oh, you want a guaranteed 5-scroll Miyamoto? Like, legit though, if I had 5 scrolls of Miyamoto that I could give to someone, I'd say like 500 OC per scroll, but if you want them all, I'll give them to you for like 1,000. Like, not 1,000, Jesus Christ. For like, I don't know, 1,700, 2,000 or something. Like, I'd cut like $50 right off of it. Like, I would do stuff like that. Like, you want these scrolls? Okay, sure. I'll give them to you in a discount. Oh, you want to buy all 3? Okay, here you go. Here's a discount. Like, if we could do that. Like, let me open up my inventory right now. Like, I have 3 extra Ifrit scrolls. I thought I had way more than that, but someone needs Ifrit. Someone says, hey, I really need 3 Ifrit scrolls. I say, hey, I'll give you all 3 of these for like 1,000 OC. You'd be like, great. And then it's out of my inventory, off my mind, and someone's happier for the better. Like, you want some Sasuke's? I got 4 of them. Siegfried's, 3. Venus, 2. I have 11 Miyamotos. Come at me. You want some Summer Scroll Beach Ichio? I never even activated her, I don't think. Like, Yeah. Yeah, Yamatai Koku for sure. That's where I am right now. Exactly, like, all these things, although you can't have my Onos, I actually don't, I don't have her max. But, like, all these extra scrolls I have, or we have, like, if we could trade these, here's the thing. I never activated Ho-Oh? What the fuck? Anyway. When did I get Ho-Oh? I don't know. I don't know, man. But legit, if we could... Like, here's the thing. If we could trade platinums, we would be more inclined to roll. Because they wouldn't feel like a fucking waste. It'd be like, oh my... It'd be like, you know how, like, trading cards make their money? It's like, oh, well, I can use 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in my deck. Oh my god, I just pulled another Blue Eyes. Hey, I need a Blue Eyes for my deck. I'll trade you that, or I'll buy it from you. Sure, man, here you go. And then money's made. But instead of the money going from player to player, it goes through the fucking ATM debit machine that is the PlayStation 4 or the Onigiri service. You know, the transaction goes through them. Like, that's how trading cards, like, work. Like, I used to play Magic the Gathering. I'd go to a card shop, and we'd play, and we'd open packs, we'd win packs, we'd buy packs. And a new set comes out, everyone buys all their packs, a new update, basically. And then you look at all you get, and then, oh, I got some stuff I don't need. Oh, you want that? Here, I'll trade you this for this and this for this. Like, I bought cards off people $20 a card because they were good cards I needed. Like, if gacha games stopped being like 2000% like greedy gacha mode and were more like trading cards that you could actually trade, holy fuck, the game environment would be different. Like, that's what Phantasy Star is like. You could just give stuff to people. Like, oh, you want this clothes? Here you go. You want this weapon? Here you go. Legit, if gacha games took more of an outlook of it, like trading cards, like Warframes like that. If you get a Warframe that you got, you can trade the pieces to someone else, you sell it, whatever, there's a tariff, you give it to someone else who fucking needs it. You're really good at farming something that people hate, you farm a whole bunch of it, you sell it, you cornered yourself a market. I did that with Tempests. Like, legit, if they make it so we could trade platinums, like holy fuck. Like, the game changes. Now if I get, like, a Miyamoto, it's like, hey, imagine a stream. I'm rolling. I get a Miyamoto. I say, hey, chat, who needs a Miyamoto? Like, highest bid gets it. First to, like, highest bid, or someone that says, like, whatever gets it. Or I pick someone in the chat and I give it away. Like, how hype would that fucking be? How hype? Like, and it's the same thing in Genshin. Like, it's a 50-50. Someone either gets Venti, or somebody gets Chi-Chi. Or they get Venti, or they get Jean. Or they get Diluc, or they get Venti. Like, it's always the focus. Oh, you're a player that already has a maxed out Diluc. I just got another Diluc. Hey, someone in chat. Like, I would be like, hey, if I was like a Twitch chat streamer or whatever, I'd be like, hey, everyone in chat, donate, like, whatever you want, like $1, whatever. And then in the next 5 minutes, out of everybody who donated, I will pick one lucky winner, like a 50-50, and I will trade you this Diluc constellation, or whatever it is. And I would give it to someone. Like, would that not be fucking hype? Would that not be beneficial? Would that not be awesome? It costs me $100-$200 to roll. Every other thing I get that I don't need, I can give away to the chat. And let's say 50 people put in $1, that's $50 for me, $1 for them, and somebody gets what they want for $1. That's 50-50. Like, people do that in communities all the time. Me and my dad play this community thing. It's a 50-50 draw for the food bank. So basically, everyone puts in like not even $5 a ticket, like $1 a ticket, or you can get like 3 tickets for I don't know what it is, like $2 a ticket, 3 for $5, or 10 for $5, or whatever. Like, you get discounts if you buy multiple tickets. Anyway, like, basically how it works is 50% of the proceeds in the 50-50 go to the food bank, like feeding the homeless and stuff, and the other 50% goes to the person who wins. So like the last 2 weeks ago, my buddy at work, his mother-in-law won $80,000, and another $80,000 went to feeding the homeless, went to the soup kitchens, went to the food bank. 80 fucking thousand, man. 80,000. Just like that. I don't think it was 106,000. I think it might have been 8,000, 80,000 altogether. So she got 40 grand and they got 40 grand to feed the homeless. Like, would that not be like the best fucking game stream ever? Like, you'd build such a following. Like, you say, hey, whoever, I just got the thing, whoever donates or whatever, in the next 5 minutes, you get entered into a raffle, and then one of you will get it, and I will give you the thing. Like, wouldn't that be the best content? Like, that would be awesome. Like, that would make, like, rolling videos so much better. But that way you get the people that are never spenders spending something compared to, like, them wanting every single person to drop $100 a month. You know? And some people do that, some people don't. But would it not be fucking fun? Because then on our part, like, for me, it's like, I'll roll, like, 100, 200, maybe get, like, I want to try and get some Vanguards. I'm thinking, like, Akane, who was actually really fun. And then I get these other things that I don't need. It's like, oh, well, who wants a Lancelot? I don't want this. Here you go. Or I sell it, or whatever. Like, that would save a game, because the game is its community. If the community's happy, the community's spending, the community's lively, it thrives. Like, that'd be fucking awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. Oh, there hasn't been a comment in a while. I'm gonna check if the chat broke. Ooh. By the tone of my voice, I see that title. No, it's not clickbait, Ace. Not at all. I wish it fucking was. I wish it fucking was. I made you yawn. Sorry. I just talked for 2 hours, man. Fuck. But thanks for letting me know the chat's not broken. Thanks. But fuck, guys. Like, fuck, man. Like, there's so much more we could do. And I think shortage of accessories. Yeah, like, they need to make every accessory good. Like, I think every 3 years they should have upgraded Vanguards. Not to be strong as, like, the current Vanguard, but just strong enough. Like, because honestly, if they bring back a like, why did they never expand the 150s? Like, 150 Mia, 150 Sasuke, that's it. And then 150 some gold Vanguards or whatever that we never saw. Like, how come they never, like, just said, hey, like, it's, like, this month, Kieran is on the banner, and guess what? She's going to 150. Like, if they would have did that more, like, one step forward, one step back, like, to make sure that everyone's okay. Like, if every month we got, like, in Fire Emblem they do that. Every month they do refines. They go back to older characters, they look at their weapons, and they upgrade their effects, and they make them more unique and better. And it makes some characters that were garbage, like, passable, into, like, straight up awesome investments. Like, if Onigiri was just like, hey, this month we're giving you, like, a new Vanguard, and they're coming with Dart Miyamoto, who's going to 150. Or, you know, Ifrit's going to 150. He is on the banner. He got better. Like, if they did a buffed character and a new character, a buffed character and a new character, it's win fucking win. Do you know why? Because then they go to 150. Now I don't care if I get another Ifrit skull. Now I'm fucking overjoyed that I got another Valkyrie. Like, that's all they have to do. If they just did that, Like, make people want. Make everything good. Make things get better. Make me enjoy what I'm doing. Like, what I'm rolling, what I'm risking. That's why people don't roll, is because we already have everything. Fuck. Like, in Genshin, because I played Onigiri, you guys might know that I don't roll for everything in Genshin. I don't, because I only want what I want. I know how the game works, and you don't need everything to be good. You just need elemental coverage and different weapon types and things. You know? Like, in Genshin, because of what I know... Right. Making yourself better is always the better investment. That's the big difference between Genshin and Oni. Is that in Genshin, there is no self. There is no underlying base value. Yes, let's play exactly. But in Genshin, there's no, like... If I get out of Vanguard, it's not the end of the world for me. I have weapons. I have a fucking Water Dragon Sublime Super Stone Spire Barrier Crystal fucking beautiful Spear, the greatest weapon ever made. I think this is the most beautiful weapon ever. I'm glad I made it. Cost me $100. Anyway, you got Hoot House C6. Fuck, dude. Yeah, like what I was gonna say in Genshin is that for me, I've never like gone all in on a 5-star character, because that just leads to fucking disappointment. Like, I don't know who's all in the loop, but when Tectone was trying to get that Staff of Homa, that man went $2,000 deep, and it was horrible. Hey, Poems. That's what I said earlier. Like, I was saying that they should give USPC a swan song. They should say, hey, you have every Vanguard unlocked, you're all level 140, you can, like, craft anything you want, and just fucking have at it for 3 months. Go have the time of your lives. Like, that'd be awesome. But what I was saying in Genshin is that I try not to chase 5 stars, because I know that just leads... Like, I know that just leads to disappointment. In that game especially. Like, if I were to just chase gold... Like, I've watched people roll. Like, one guy, I love his content for Genshin. Damone Kim, I think he's, like, the best guy. I think he's the most informed. I think he is the guy to follow for Genshin. I think Damone Kim is fantastic. He likes to look at things from every angle, every constellation, every evaluation. I think he's the guy. Like, I've watched a lot of the YouTubers. I think he's, like, the guy. I think he's the best one there is for when it comes to Genshin content and stuff like that. And, like... But I've seen him roll for a weapon. I've seen him roll because he's rolled so much that he has, like, max of, like, almost all the regular 5 stars. When I watch him roll, I don't enjoy it. Right. But what I mean is that... I'm going to get to that in a second. But when I watch... Yeah, I might get, like, C4 Klee. Maybe C5. But anyway... when I watch him roll... I'm not excited. I don't enjoy watching him roll. Because I've seen him go from, like, oh, what are we going to get, to him just having a stern look on his face, and it's just purple skip. I could not do that. Oh, fuck. That, I hate that, man. Like, you guys know me. When I roll in Onigiri, I don't care what the cat says. I look at every fucking ball. I don't skip nothing unless people want me to. Like, I'm paying for this thing. Like, I want to enjoy it. I want to enjoy the ride. I don't just care about results. I care about the act of doing it. You know, you don't put a ring on her finger because you want a baby. You want to make the baby and then you deal with that later and hopefully it's a great time. But there's an act of doing that is more fun than the result, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you just wanted to win, here's a perfect example. I want to win. Am I going to play Smash Brothers and go through a game and win? Or am I going to flip a coin and say heads, I win, and do that over and over and over? Because I can flip a coin and say, oh, heads. Oh, it's tails, I lost. And flip it. Oh, it's heads, I win. Oh, it's heads, I win. Oh, it's heads, I win. That wasn't fucking fun. If winning's all you want to do, go flip a fucking coin. It's the act of getting there, achieving it, that's more important than the win. Unless it's life or death, and it's life every time, and death of the enemy. But apart from that, it's the experience. That's the fun part, you know. So when I see just purple light skip, and he's going to pity, and he's just fuck, like there's just no emotion. It's just bullshit like that. I hate it. I've been there. I have been there. I store my coin, like, but you know what? Hey man, how you doing? But you know what I mean? Like, it's some fucking bullshit. Like, either you enjoy what you're doing to get your win, or you're just winning. But I mean, if you're like Michael Jordan levels of talent, you're winning and you're making money, then fuck it. You just make your money, do what you got to do, retire, then go do what you want to do, just like working. But anyway, like in Genshin, I like going after 4 stars and things like that because it's actually something I'm going to get every roll. Like when I rolled last time, I rolled for the Widzith. It was a book, a 4-star book, like a easy to get thing. No, not really easy. For me, it was hard. I didn't even get my goal. I wanted 7. I couldn't even get 7. I got like 5 stars before I got 6 5 stars before I got 7. I never even got 7 Widzith. I only got 6, maybe even 5. I don't know what I got, but I couldn't do it. No. Well, in Genshin, maybe making pools bigger in Genshin, but honestly, making pools bigger is not good. Now, for the off-focus character in Genshin, sure, make it any character. Who cares? Honestly, they should just, in Fire Emblem they do that. If you get an off-focus, it's like every character that's not a seasonal variant. They're just there in the pool. So there's always something like exciting to get. Unless you specifically just want the focus, then anything but the focus is just pure anti-dopamine, depression, bullshit, rage-inducing, throwing your phone against a wall because you got another Arthur instead of a Hector. Anyway, the only thing you don't like about Genshin is the overhype of characters and weapons, especially the 5 stars. Exactly, like I'm a big fan of the 4 stars. They're accessible, they're fun, they don't break the bank. Like for me, if I chase 4 stars, any 5-star I get is just gravy. It feels good. I'm still gonna eat my fried chicken, I'm gonna love it, but I'm gonna put some gravy. Ooh, 5-star. Ooh, double 5-star. Ooh. Like, and I'm completely like in love with Rosaria too. I want Rosaria. Like, I'm kind of happy she's with Child. I already have a semi-invested Child. Like, I have a three constellation Child. So when I'm rolling for Rosaria, I'm like, I'm probably going to max Child. So to me, that's fine. I like that. I like chasing Rosaria more than I do chasing a 5-star. I'm not going to have fun chasing a 1%. I'm going to have fun chasing anything else. I heard about that, yeah. And I said this in a group chat. I said, her tits might be smaller, but my erection is not. And that will still fit. Anyway, you know, it's what I said. It's the dommy mommy on the inside that counts. That's what I said. I mean, if you got 6 Barbaras, you're farming golds, adding a ton of farm stars to make sure you don't hit Barbara would be great. Oh yeah, exactly. You'd buy it for a high price. Yeah. Like, buy what for a high price? But yeah, like, if I would love it if there was always a new 4-star every month, every update in Genshin, I'd roll more because I want 4 stars. What are you buying that you're selling, stranger? That's right. I'd buy it for a high price. Have I heard about Yanfei and Eula? I've seen Eula. Yes, I've seen Eula. I'm gonna get Eula because she has a tie. If Eula's a 5-star, I get 1 copy. If Eula's a 4-star, I get all the copies. That's how it goes for me in Genshin. You stop wailing, I don't blame your Rise. Right, fuck, we gotta talk about that. So, that was an important part people talked about. Where do we go from here? Onigiri PC has just shut down. Us as a player base, I talked about this before. If we stop spending, if we stop regularly spending, and there are people that still spend $1,000 an update in this game. God bless them. I didn't know them all, but I'm in a group chat with like 60 really high, really strong players in Onigiri, and I just look at their chats and they're fucking awesome. They're all super awesome. And the answer is, like, if all of us took this for the omen that it is an omen, and we all just stop spending, then that's it. We all pull out, it's done. Like, the train is over. If we all pull out, that's the end of it. Now, if we're all in, it's like a pyramid scheme, eh? If we're all in it, it works. If we're all out, it don't work. Fucking weird. You know, if I say it's a pyramid scheme, we're gonna get like 50 Karens who are gonna join tomorrow. So yes, it's a pyramid scheme. Yes. Gacha games are a pyramid scheme. Anyway, realistically, before I spent about 10-15 minutes detailing all the changes they could make to the game, like tradable platinums, revamping the Nyankoropan so that you don't get shit, sublime skill card sets, honestly, like accessory packages, like buy this much OC, get an accessory of your choice, yada yada yada, doing all this fun extra stuff to like make sure that people want to spend. Like, stop your nutting, pull out. Right. Like if they start implementing things or like putting OC on sale or bring back Metals Kaji. Oh. Bring back Maida Keiji. Yeah. Bring back Maida. Fuck. Put Maida Keiji in a lineup with hear me out here. Hear me out here. With like, put Maida Keiji with like Inuchio. That's it. Maida Keiji and Inuchio. That's your lineup, and it has sublime skill card sets. You just made like 20 grand. That's all you gotta do. But legit, like, if people still want to spend, like, honestly, if they just release some good fucking content and some good vanguards that aren't in shit units, like, if they can get $250 from, let's say, 100 dedicated players, they just made like $250,000. That's all they have to do. Make 100 people spend $250, and they just made $250,000 in a month. They could do that. They could very fucking easily do that. Right now, they got people putting in 50. They don't get anything. They fucking stop. If they just put it up and say, hey, we're just going to do, like, unless it's a... They have so many different units. They don't have to have one specific unit. Make a unit and say, hey, this is Miyamoto unit, Dart Miyamoto unit, Maida unit, this unit, Ho-Oh unit. Like, they did that before, and it was great. But if they did that, just single character unit, and just here, go. You want the character, go buy them. And people do that. Great! Woohoo! Once a month, you can buy one of them $50, no problem. Like, you get, like, an exchange ticket, whatever. Like, they'll make their money. They'll fucking make it. Like, if they just do all these changes, like, just little things, just stop making shit Nians, and just put out like 5 Nians. 1 Nian for Miyamoto, 1 Nian for Lancelot, 1 Nian for Inochio, 1 yen for 1 yen, 1 yen, 1 yen, whatever. Like, just do shit like that, and they'll make a lot of money. People like guarantees. Like, do shit like that. And stop making bad characters. Make all characters good. Make Gacha great again. Ugh. Like, Genshin's like that. It's either you're guaranteed to get the character or you don't. No matter what, you're guaranteed that 5-star and $200, which is a crazy amount. But people are okay. People are fine doing that. They're fine to go that far. If they knew there's a pity in the future, they can just focus on using their free stuff to build that up for the next time. Then they're happy. They get their 1 copy of Zhao and they're happy. They get their 1 copy Hu Tao, they're happy. You know? Like, so many of these techniques make Gacha great again. That's right. And one thing I always said is, like, they added the items to, like, reset your Magatamas. Did they put that in the exchange, the item shop? Like, because they had them and they took them away. Like, exactly. True. Venus is just 100. The only 150s are Miyamoto and Sasuke. But yeah, like, if they, unless they're in power-ups, I don't know. I don't know where they are. But those Magatama reset items, put them in the shop, $5 a pop. You'll make your money. Equipment upgrade. Useful items. Outfits. You can't even buy the... Wait. Did they get rid of the premium platinum bonus? What the fuck? Someone who actually wanted to farm experience is going to get the premium platinum. What the shit? Why did they get rid of that? Why did they do this stuff? Oh, there is it. Premium boost tickets. There it is. Hey! 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 Fuck. Yeah, they got rid of that. Fuckers. What? You can't buy storage slots in the shop? Are you fucking serious? Where? Are you fucking crazy? Are you serious? Holy shit! That's like a fundamental part of the game. What the fuck? Burn it to the ground. Jesus Christ. These swords are pretty cool though. I like these swords. Honestly though. Yeah, like, we bought them in the past. Like, I maxed mine out, but he's saying newer players can't get them anymore. Yokai sigils, it's all fucking garbage, man. Don't need a rant. I'm out of oxygen, to be honest. I'm talking 2 hours. My throat's drier than... drier than your bitch when she sees the Nyankoro Pond. Anyway, yeah. That's weird. Okay, so, in closing, there's a whole fucking lot that Cyberstep could do to keep this running perfectly. It's just up to them whether they do it or not. Now, the thing that's going to be on people's minds is, should we keep spending? Like, honestly, because you heard the news that Onigiri US PC went down, but nothing about Steam or anything else, How do you feel about spending in Oni? Do you think you're still going to spend? Do you think you're going to spend less? Do you think you're only going to spend for what you want? Do you think you're only going to spend if it's a good fucking unit and it's like everything you want and no bullshit? Because I'm like that. Maybe something good comes out. Is this the last straw on the camel's back for you? Is this the point where you as a player say, hey, that's enough out of me, I'm going to find something new, I'm going to move on? Or are you in the camp of, I'm going to stick it through to the end, Ein's own goal, Overlord, you know, this is my life, this is my ship, I'll go down with my fucking ship and I'll drink my tea looking like a badass while doing it? You know, what camp are you guys in? Me personally, I'm going to keep playing. I haven't really rolled for Vanguards in a long time because the units are never good enough for me. I have high standards. I am going to get that Gakaho... Not Gakaho. What's his name? Purgatory... Tensho Ogi. I'm going to get that Ogi. That's what I'm going to do this month. But I'm not going to prefer... and the junk system fucking sucks, man. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, you're going to the... Right on, man. I was thinking of you today, KMC. When I heard this news and I was going through the Burger King drive-thru, I'm thinking, like, man, he just came over. I hope he's not, like... You know... I wonder how this is going to affect you, dude. Oh, you're on my mind. How OP is the Ogi? It's fucking strong. It's, like, because no one has the weapon to use it on, like, I don't expect anyone to really get that weapon, the 133, because Dragonite Purgatories are just too fucking hard. They're just too many fucking soul eggs, too much bullshit. And, but really, the best thing you can put it on right now is a White Brilliance, because it's wholly not negative fire. But I've seen it can do, like, 7 million ticks. Like, times whatever, how many times it hits. Like, it can do, like, 7 million ticks. It's fucking crazy. I play here or there, but spending is stopped forever. Even with my luck, I tend to put just 20 bucks and get a platinum. That's pretty good, though. My first 20 bucks was to get my angel outfit. And I got it. I wanted the black wings, and they gave me the white wings. I was like, oh, I guess I'll be a good guy. Right, it's not pleasurable, it's right. That's super amazing. Right on. Oh, yeah, like, they have to make the gathering better. Now is a good time to do so. Oh, fuck. My legs are stiff. I just worked all week. Oh, viva la Friday. I don't know. Shingen? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Fuck, I remember when Ifrit was coming out and we're like, holy fuck, look at this fucking mount. Holy shit. And they never made that many mounts. They only made, like, Ifrit, Fujin Raijin, Hound Dog, Makami, and Leviathan. And Brownie. Don't fucking forget the Overlord himself. Brownie. So 7 mounts. But mounts were cool. For sure, for sure. Mounts are awesome. They definitely changed the game. Like, another thing they gotta do, or they should have done, is new dungeons. Like, stop all this energy gating bullshit, all that stuff, man. Oh yes, the inner tube. You're right. Mad respects to the inner tube. And, like, I wish they would have, like, added more Dew Creeks. Like, no new areas were added. Like we never finished the Susano's thing, Juncture and all that. It's annoying. Juncture is awesome. I was thinking about that during the stream. I'm like, there are gonna be people that are never gonna know the joys of doing Juncture. Holy fuck. Oh yeah. The remaking the Pokemon Arceus, yeah, Legends, yeah. That's super cool, for sure. And once again, I'd like to thank everyone who's come out to this stream. The 326 comments. I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard for those that play on played on EU, played on PC, played on Xbox. I know it's fucking hard, guys. I know. But again, I'd like to thank everyone who came out to this stream, shared your opinions, and by all means, please leave a comment about your feelings, your thoughts after the stream. Probably the stream's not going to be going much longer. My throat's dying out. I'm getting exhausted. I did overtime last night. My video got attention. Thanks, everybody. And I like you all, too. I did overtime last night. Fuck, I haven't stayed late in a long time. It was some bullshit. Oof. Eva's the only dislike? I don't even know if Eva was here. I think she's working. You left how you felt on their Twitter, Travis? You did? On their Twitter? I'll read some Twitter. Is there some bullshit on Twitter? Fuck. I can read. I could do that. Oh. Yeah, I bet that's full of some shit, huh? Onigiri. Hi, Blue Pharaoh. This guy 3 days ago. Can you fix Onigiri on the Switch? It's literally unplayable. When you're in combat, it's ridiculously slow and laggy to the point where I have to log out of the app. Anytime I'm in the main square, it takes minutes to walk through it when it only take a minute. Yeah. Halloween again. Hey, Wild Boy to Flare, I know him. Yeah, I know. They've answered a couple times. Did they even say anything about PC on Twitter at all? Did they do anything on Twitter? Did they not say a thing? Right. They should bring back a whole bunch of fucking events. Just have fun. Cut the energy cost in half. Oh, yeah? That's fucking weird. Well, hey Gray, like it's PC that's getting shut down, not PS4, not Switch, not Steam, and not JP. So we probably could still have a year. I'm trying to see like where's the most comments. Tweets and reply. Oh, maybe that'll help. Tweets and replies. Man, I don't see shit. Hey Luigi time. Awesome name. Unfortunately, they said that due to technical limitations, they cannot transfer accounts. They said they can't do it. I'm really sorry to tell you. But at the bottom of their statement, they said, let me pull that up. They said, please be aware that we will not be able to transfer game data from the US PC version to any other version at service closure on account of technical limitations. We are sorry for any inconvenience. Så PC, hvad fan med? Fuck. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Onigiri as a whole would just be so much fun to play. Like, without the gacha and shit, it'd just be a fun experience. I'm sorry, Luigi. I love you, man. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but they did it first. Sorry to let you hear that, man. But I'm here for you. You need anything, I'm around, you let me know. Everything eventually, we say. I can't find the thing. Where'd you tell them to go fuck themselves? I want to find it. I just search like at Onigiri. Huh. I can't find anything. What's that? Holy shit, that's old. I know. I'll tell you guys a story at work, okay? So, at work we get drivers who come by and they're very rude sometimes. And we have a buzzer at work. Like, they buzz the door for someone to come to them. Yeah, they always pretend nothing happened. And there's a note out there, a sign that says "Ring once, we'll come for you." Like, we'll come to the door. And they'll ring, and this one guy, he rang once, and they didn't come. And then he waited, and no one came. And then he saw other people that aren't doing that job just in the building, not answering the door, and he got upset. So he rang our buzzer for like 30 seconds straight, and it's so loud and annoying. And the person who was working the job was like walking over, they finally made it back to go to open the door. And before they could get there, our boss was in his office on the other side of the building, and we saw him coming around the corner, and he just says to us, he's like, "Holy fuck, I heard that from there. I can't wait to open this fucking door." And he goes right to the door, and he looks at the driver, and he points at the sign, and he says, "Hey, can you read?" And the guy instantly goes, "No, I can barely fucking count." And he said... And my boss was just like, "What?" It was so fucking funny. The guy's just like, "No, I can't barely count." Because it's like the fucking 1 second thing. I don't know how long that is. Holy fuck. Oh my god. And after he's done dealing with him, he came inside. He was like, he's like, "Oh my fuck." He's like, "I could have just punched him right in the fucking mouth. Oh, Jesus. Oh my fuck. Oh my god. Oh. Holy fuck. Oh. Jeez. Yeah. But yeah, Kevin. Mad World. That man. He's 136 apparently. He did it. He's a champion, a legend, and a god. You know? That's what imagining someone is like. He did it. He's the fucking GOAT. He fucking did it, man. It's like being a fly Like, there's that one meme. Yeah, he says, I could barely fucking count. Exactly. He's not happy? Well, no. Why the fuck would he be happy? Like, praise to him. Like, give the man his medals, his dues, his praise. I don't expect anyone to be happy. I'm not happy. I don't play there. I'm not happy. But we're part of a community. You know, I have friends who play there. San and, you know, Bejoyful. Tons of friends. Today's not a happy day. I can make us laugh. We can talk about stuff. It's not the end of the world, and that's what I want everyone to know. It's not the end of the world. And if you are having dark thoughts, bad experiences, you know, if you're having, you know, reach out to loved ones. You know, reach out to me if you want someone to talk to. I'm more than happy to help if I can. On ne sait pas. Ça peut être arrivé. Si l'argent s'arrête, ben ça va fermer. Si personne n'achète, si personne achète pas les hamburgers, le restaurant va fermer. Right, it is. It's the end of a chapter, you know. And you know, that's why I always said it's good to take Onigiri. Like, here's the pattern of Onigiri. It was new update. We play for like a week straight. Then we play for like the second week. We get all our stuff in the couple days in the third week. And then we stop for the fourth week. And then we do something else. And then a new update comes and we play that. It was 3 weeks on, 1 week off. 3 weeks on, 1 week off. 3 weeks on, 1 week off. Yeah. Et pour toi, comme ça coûte toi 150 pour comme mettre 1000 aussi. Like, you pay like so much. You like Darky, where he's in Quebec, he has to pay so much OC to get what others get. Like before, when it was 100 OC for $100 for 1,000 OC for everybody, it was fine. And then they changed it so I have to pay $33 more. And then he has to pay, because of the taxes in his province, he has to pay like $150 to get 1,000 OC. So for him, it's at a deficit. Like, he has to really like love what he's doing to do that. Right. The server crashes in the fourth week. Right. Right. 300 for 2,000. Yeah, that's some bullshit, man. That's some extortion. Some bullshit. But yeah. It's hard to say what's going on. Like, to me, it still baffles me why they'd close PC when it was their own thing, but a lot of you guys told me that people went from PC to Steam. People went from PC to Genshin. Genshin was the MMO killer. How many other games suffered because their whales went to Genshin? Like, you have a combination of the Genshin and businesses shutting down because of COVID, revenue not being there, disposable income not being there. They're all disaster signs, especially in a superfluous industry, gaming. It's not essential. It's cheaper to fucking get a Netflix subscription and just go watch stuff than it is to buy a console and keep up to date with it, although it is more fun. Right. If you have Max Meta, Toshi, what else is there for you to get? Like I talked about this earlier. Absolutely, it's a good point. When you have like the God of Vanguards, unless they release like a character, like now if they release like Water KG, like Water, Ice, and like what other element does she not have? Like Dark or something. That'd be awesome. Although I remember back in the day, I always said, you know, they should make it so that if I use Water Dragon and then like Thundercrack, there should be like an Electroshock, like what Genshin does. Like Oni could have done that. Oni has all the elements. We could have had reactions. It would have been fucking fun. Yeah, KG's Fire, Mountain, and Wind, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they should... Like, I don't know. And I don't know why they're pursuing all this extra shit. Like, people want, like... I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but when it comes to games like this, we want, like, more of the same, but better. We don't want some random, out of left field bullshit that doesn't matter. Like, do you guys know the fucking story of Blizzard where they tried to release the mobile game instead of like Diablo 4? They released like a mobile game and they're all like PC gamers and they're like, is this an out of season April Fool's joke? Like, that to me, that's kind of how I feel when like they release player housing or gender swap tickets or afros or all this other shit that doesn't matter. Like, I just want, like, and they go too far with shit. Like, I wanted, like, the gargoyles again, but I didn't want fucking purgatory. Holy fuck. You can fight the gargoyle, but you can't crit. He one-shots you, and he does this. It's like, dude, I just wanted to fight him at, like, 135. Fuck off, man. Like, oh. And then because they don't play the game. They don't know what we can do. Fuck. Like, that goes back to that point. Like, they don't play their own game. They don't know what we do. They don't know what we go through. Like, nobody, I'll tell you right now, nobody buys soul eggs. Like, we just have them from playing. Like, no one buys soul eggs. Like, if something's like, if we run something and it takes us like all our soul eggs, we're like, fuck, this is bad. I need to get better. And we look like there's no way to get better. You just gotta fucking hope to God that you can play perfect in a laggy world. Like to me, that stuff, like, no. Like, if it's lagging hard, like, when it was the fucking, the Nyarlathotep, we tried to fight Nyarlathotep like 3 times and we just crashed. I said, that's it, I'm not fucking wasting my time with this. And I never felt a second of regret when it came to fighting Nyarlathotep. The new Nyarlathotep, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what it gives me. What is it, a level 128 weapon? Who gives a fuck? It wasn't worth the pain. And I've actually never fought Leviathan Liched. And the reason for that is it's on Wednesdays. I work Wednesdays. Like, I get home and it's just, I'm never going to farm it. If it was on the weekend, like, why don't they have shit on the weekend? Like, what the fuck? Like, to me, that don't have stuff on Wednesdays. Like, sure, have your daily dungeons, but, like, just let things be available, like, every day of the week. Condensed fucking resin. Holy fuck. Hey, Meliodas. Does this mean that PC Onigiri is shining out? Yes, PC Onigiri is going down. It is. Cyber, you know, I looked that up too. I meant to use this data, but it never came up. But I looked up Onigiri stocks. I did. So I went to Bloomberg.com and I looked up Cyberstep. Oh wow, it reset. My graph I was looking at went away. Wow. Where did that go? How did I change the settings of this? Shit. Anyway, I had a graph. And I looked at it at like a 5-year period. Oh yeah, they failed the Cosmic Break launch campaign. And they also failed the most recent game in 2018. Yeah, or a PS5 if you're lucky. It's also on Switch and Steam. But so yeah, like yeah, they had that New Dawn and all that stuff. Like, you know what would be good? Onigiri 2. Onigiri 2. That'd be fun. But I looked up their stocks on a chart, and their peak in recent years was the Cyberstep stock was very low at like close to 1,000 yen up until 2017. In 2017, Cyberstep stock jumped to about 6,000 yen a share, about $600 a share. So, like, it just fucking went up to a peak of just like probably 6,500 yen a share, 6,730 yen a share. Who this? Who's this? Hello. Oh, your account's on Steam, right on. Yeah, Steam's still going. Yeah. It's just PC, like US PC. Is that Darky? I don't know who that is. I can't read. Yeah, I knew it. So, at some point in 2017, in the 7th month, July 7th, 2017, Cyberstep made a shit ton of money. 2017. Something happened. They did really good. Like, they started getting this climb at... what year is that? In 2017. So, January of 2017, their stock went up. And then February, March. And then in the summer of 2017, their stock reaches a huge peak. And then it starts to go down, but it stays really high. Up in the 4,000 yen mark. Up until 2018. There's a high in 2018. And that's when the New Year's event started happening. Like, I think it was Yog event. Yog event is what their stocks went through the roof during Yog. And then because it's all over the place, like PC updates, PS4 updates, like. But every New Year's their stock goes up. Just a little bit. 2019 there's a huge drop at the end of 2018. And then 2019 it's like kind of okay. And then there's another jump at the start of 2020. Their stock goes up to 2,000 yen a pop. And then... Holy fuck, that's loud. 2,000 yen a pop. And then throughout 2020, it just steadily... The stock just plummets. Plummets. Just under 1,000 yen a share. And right now, it's at about 800 yen, but a little while ago, in February, it was about 700 yen. So, their revenue just steadily went, all of 2020, the revenue, like, got cut in half. Like, their stock went down about half. So, $21 years? I mean, If they just did the right things, like, you know, they'd be so much better. So this year, like, Cyberstep stock just went down, 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 down. It went down from last year 50%. From 2,000 to 1,000 in a year's time. Yeah, they give us reruns instead of giving us good stuff that like bring like they don't give enough. They just want. But like I was saying earlier, if every time we rolled, like every time we bought an OC package, we were guaranteed a legendary ticket, premium tickets, like if we were given all this stuff. You know, hey Aruku, how you doing? Welcome and condolences. But if they did all that stuff to make it better, like if every time you bought OC you got a premium ticket, every time, like if we could trade Vanguards, if they did all this other stuff that would just stir the pot in the economy, and they just existed as like a debit machine for all our transactions and trades and all this stuff, they'd be rolling in the money. Absolutely, but like when they fucked with the bazaars, they fucked with bazaar stacking, they never gave us OC restores. Like, because we knew of the privileges of other consoles, we just didn't do stuff. Like, how many people just, like, did nothing because they're waiting for, like, Yogg? They were waiting for Reduxes. They were waiting for this. Like, that's why EU died, because they really knew. Like, they just knew too much. And, like, ugh. Like, you know. Hey, Angry Bot. As of right now, there's no word of them shutting down PS4. The only thing that's being shut down is the US PC server, which still baffles me. I don't know why they're doing it, unless the player base is just gone, shit, evaporated. But as of right now, as long as things continue as they are, like people still spending on consoles and getting Vanguards and rolling and all that stuff, then it's fine. Like, maybe they're just cutting their losses with PC. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. Yeah. I actually just watched Overlord, the whole thing, 2 weeks ago. It was a Saturday, and I had already watched the season 1 of Overlord, and I watched the season 2 and season 3 of Overlord, and I want to say that I like Overlord, but hey, Buki Blore, thanks, man. Love your videos a lot, and I started owning on Switch, sadly, only in 2019. It was very fun, and your videos always made me happy. I love Yokai. Well, that's really awesome, man. I'm not going anywhere. You know, PS4 is still around. It's just the PC one that's going down. But, fuck. Only be fun. I become Aurelia. Holy shit, man. I'd have some massive knockers. I'd have Leviathan. I'd be pretty chill. Yeah. Yeah. This ancient MMO. Ah, he said ancient. But thank you, Brookie. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you too. Yeah, man, I love this game. I don't play it like I used to, but that's because, like, you know, people's interests, their paths change. Like, a lot of my friends at my group, they all, like, stop playing and stuff. And it's really just me and Eva and you guys. So, hey, Noaya, you remember telling your classmates about the shutdown announcement? And I did get a few Overlord references. So, what age group are you in, Naoya? Your classmates play this game? Hey, Skyres, man. Your Lord Orochimaru and Onigiri PS4? Right on, dude. Your Axe main, right on, dude. I, I wish, like, Axe didn't have damage cap. Like, if they just changed it to, like, any single hit move does not has damage cap, the game would be so much fucking better. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Any move that hits under 5 times should not have damage cap. Just saying. Yeah, it's absolutely... Onigiri, like, if you're just, like, a couple of friends and you're just playing through Onigiri and you're having a good time, the game's fucking solid. Fucking phenomenal, man. Yeah, you get higher attack. They're not closing PS4. Not right now, anyway. Yeah, it's so addicting. The game is so fun. Like, legit, when it started, you just went... Like, when Onigiri started, it was a lot like that initial Borderlands experience. Like, Borderlands is probably my biggest thing, closest thing to Onigiri before Onigiri for me. Because it's like, you go around, you kill stuff that's weak, you get weapons, and some of them are better, you go from weapon to weapon, you finally get better, then you finally get a build for yourself, and then you finally understand, and then eventually you reach endgame, and you want all the cool stuff, and you want all the cool builds, and all the cool stuff, and and then eventually you reach endgame, and we just lived in endgame for like fucking 4 years, you know, or 6 years, whatever. Like, you started playing on the Switch and Steam client around a week ago, and only got your 4th knowledge? Right on, dude. Right on. That's awesome, though, yeah. Like, Steam and Switch, they're fine. It's just the US PC version. And I don't like the discrepancy by... When I say PC, people think Switch, and they think Steam. You know? You think you were being silly for trying for best solo twin sword on Switch? Borderlands 2 was fucking good. I put in a month worth of time Borderlands 2. Borderlands 2 was fucking phenomenal game. Borderlands 3 was fun, but I just didn't have the drive to do it all like to like a super extent. But yeah, Borderlands 2 was a fucking beautiful game. Beautiful game. But you're not being silly for wanting to be the best. Not by any means. If it's what you want to do, it's what you want to do, man. Whoo! Great Harvester 7 is one of the best fucking moves in the game. Holy fuck, I love that move. Bang, 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 bang. I would love to see Great Harvester Sublime. Could you imagine Great Harvester, like, every Harvester's like a big fucking earthquake, like, bang, 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 bang. Oh my god. Like, you'd be doing some Whitebeard shit. Like, bang, 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 boom, you just blow the fucking world up. Oh man, it'd be awesome. Absolutely good. Like, honestly, like, that's what I want to do. Like, I always wanted to do a channel called What If Gaming. Like, I have it. It exists. It's in my name. But, like, I would love to just take it. Like, I would play a bunch of games, and I'd say, hey, I like all these mechanics. And then I would say, like, oh, well, what if we had this? What if we had... Because you guys know I theorycraft everything. I always give my take on what this would be, what that would be. Like, I love that stuff. You're playing One Piece game, right? Well, yeah, Ace, man, right on, dude. ASCE. Yeah, man. Like, I would love to do a channel like that where I just say, like, oh, what if this character was DLC? Like, people do that, like, speculative channel, but, like, more fun. Like, and I'd have, like, these bad sketches and drawings, but I think that'd be a lot of fun. Like, what if we had this? What if we had that? What if we had this? What would they do? Like, I like that stuff. I like that stuff a lot. Like, I don't know if most of you guys know, but I have, I've written a novel and I have to get it published. Like, I've written a fantasy novel and all that. And that was my big goal. Went to university for that. And I've written it, but then I sent it to get published and they rejected it, and I've just been trying to edit it, but I worked too much, played too much games, and I just never got around to it, finishing it. But, like, when I write and stuff, like, it's all fantasy and awesome, like, anime-based stuff. And, I find that, like, when I can plan out a scene perfectly, and I know what's going to happen in the storyline, but I'll get to the actual fight, and I'm, like, writing the fight, And like I've had a story instance change where I said, you know, what if this character right now just did a flip? Like this character, I'm like, what if they just did a flip right now? How would that change the story? And it did. Like this character is like they had the powers of Fenrir, like the ice wolf, basically from Norse mythology, and his power is that his body, instead of sweat, it's sort of like Bakugo where he sweats nitroglycerin. This character instead would sweat like liquid nitrogen that doesn't like affect his body but would affect anything that touches him. So his body like constantly secretes like liquid nitrogen. And he's like fighting this water person. And I'm like, what if they just like jumped right now and just started spinning? And then they started spinning and like all this sweat just like propelled like an attack. Like it just like shot out like needles. I'm like, it froze the enemy. I'm like, well, that's fucking cool. Like, and I couldn't get over how easy it was to change a story dynamic just by making someone spin around. Like, I was like, holy shit, like, what ifs are amazing. It's the best thing in the world. And I was having a conversation with one of my friends. He is also an author, and he just published his book recently, I think. And me and him would talk. We talk for hours when we talk. And I told him, I said, dude, like, when you're writing, there's something that you can never grasp. And it's what the audience thinks is going to happen in the moment. And you can never please them unless they're spot on right. Because I could be reading a story or watching a show, and I'll get to a certain point, and I'll get my own theories going and think, oh yeah, what if this happened? What if this happened? What about this? And then, like, what a person's expectations are always, like, different to what a person wants. And that's what makes people get disappointed, because their expectations, like, exceed, like, what people are thinking. And the author can never think of it, because he has his perfect rendition down. There is no what if for the author. There's no, you go back to read it and think, well, what's going to happen? As an author, you know what's going to happen because you did it all. There is no what if. And that's why when someone's like a game developer, they don't think of all this what if stuff that we do, because we're the ones playing it and experiencing it, and we're wondering. But when you're the god of a universe, you know all that is and there will be and such. You don't have that crazy imaginative take on things. That's why, like, when we look at, you know, a cat, and we look at a bird, we think, well, what if the cat had bird wings and we get a griffin? Like, as humans, our imagination makes us look at Raijin. Look, what if there was a horse with thunder? We get Raijin. What if there was a demon of fire? We get this bulldog Ifrit demon thing of fire. Like, we combine things to make what we think they should be, and they don't actually exist, but we can generate them. You know, like water dragon. What if we had, like, we have snake? What if we have big snake? Oh, basilisk. What if we have lizard, big lizard, dragon? What if it can fly? Wyvern. Like, we just say what if and it changes everything. You know? Your cat just killed a moth? Oh man. But the cat was defending his home. You can't hate him for it. Are heavily worn out weapons worth? I don't know, man. Yeah, more mounts. I don't know what a worn weapon is, but heavily worn out weapon. I don't know what that is. You can repair weapons. I don't know. That's why you game gods love seeing what children do with their product. It's like, yeah, that's satisfying. Exactly. Like, yeah. Like, it's always fun to see like what kind of like self inserts people put into universes. Like you create, like, if you have a really good universe, like Onigiri is a good universe, someone could be like, oh, I'm gonna make a character, a vanguard, and put it in this universe, you know? Worn out weapons that you trade in for this event? I'm not really sure what the worn out weapons are. Maybe it's a Halloween event? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Hey, there's Lord Orochimaru. How you doing, man? Holy shit. Katsui wooden sword. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I haven't played the Halloween event. I've been too preoccupied, sadly. Oh, oh fuck! I'm gonna throw a rock. Fuck! I love this game. I love this game so much. Like whenever I use this rock on Ifrit, all I can think about is fighting Mephi. Exactly. Like, let me tell you something. You know what has shit graphics all the time? A book. The graphics are always the same. In a book, it's just words on a page, but how the story goes is what makes it amazing. Like, you don't need graphics to have a good game. Like, Undertale, you know, Onigiri. Like, graphics evolved over time, but gameplay was always there. You know, take that as it will. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. Like, you know what it is? Yeah, exactly. It's definitely like, yeah. I mean, would I take Genshin graphics? Fuck yeah. No, I'm not doing that Only Dagger bullshit. Anyway. Alright. So, I gave an extra hour. I did it, but I can't go on anymore. I'm tired. Throat's dry. Oh yeah, the story of Oni's awesome. Absolutely. I hope that no matter what happens, we can see it all through. Somewhere, somehow. But that's going to do it for this stream, guys. I really appreciate you all coming out. Was that Harvester 7? Holy fuck. Again, my heart goes out to everyone on Onigiri PC. You guys are all amazing warriors. You guys are dedicated. You're heroes. You're awesome. Yeah, Brooke, absolutely. It's good to hear from you. Again, PS4 is welcoming. You guys can come here if you'd like. We get new events every month. But, you know, the world is yours to choose. Do what you want with this life, and this life will do what it wants with you. So, again, my heart goes out to all of you. Have a great time. Make the best of your weekend, and if any of you need any help, you need someone to talk to, let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I gotta drink some fucking water. You're fucking right, man. I think I got some... I don't have any water on me at all. No. I'm invisible? Dang. There's the raid. A witch set for Hutao? Right on. I'm still trying to get... Oh man, 5 condensed resin is fucking good. Oh my god. I ate food for that. It was fun. I like 5 condensed resin. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. It's been a pleasure serving with you. Hope to see you guys around. And, yeah, leave a comment. Let me know how you guys feel. Whether you watch the video for 1 minute or the whole thing. You know, you're all troopers. And, oh my god, I'm tired. So I'll see you guys later. And hopefully everything is just hunky-dory. By the way, on Monday... Okay, I'll tell you one last story. One last story. Okay. So... Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, so, one last story. So, on Wednesday, my buddy says, holy fuck, Logan, if I would have known... or if you weren't working, there was a drop for PS5, and you know, you could have got one because it's all online. You can't get them in store. It's some bullshit. And I said, oh, okay. I clicked the link and they're sold out PS5s. And he says, you can get this instead. And he shows me a picture, a link to like the Xbox Series X, like the mini version one. I don't know what that thing is. And I looked at him, I said, I don't want that. I said, if I was going to get an Xbox, I'm not going to get the little dinky fucking version of it. I said, I'm going to get the big fucking square one. Like, I'm going to get the good one. And he said, oh, lol, okay. So then I looked it up. And I was on the Best Buy page, and I looked up the Xbox Series X, and it was there, and I bought it. Because I said, well, I said I was gonna. Like, it's right there. How can I just not get it? It's right fucking there. So I bought it. So that's coming Monday. The 22nd, I'm getting the Xbox Series X. Because apparently they have those, but they don't have PS5s. So that thing's going to be backwards compatible for all my 360 games and all my Xbox One games. And I kind of just want to play Halo. I miss Halo. I like Halo. There's going to be some new Halo coming. I'm going to play that. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'm going to get the Xbox One. Or whatever the fuck it's called. Xbox X Series. I don't know what the fuck it's called. The black box. I'm going to get one of those. I ordered it. It was about, like... I got Fable. I played Fable 3. I played Fable 3 back in the day. Played Fable 3. I used to love Xbox. That's where I played Borderlands 2, man. Xbox 360 was a good fucking time. Xbox 360 was good. Like, Xbox 360 was good. Xbox One was complete fucking what the fuck. And PS4 was awesome. Whoo! But, oh man, Halo 3? Oh baby. Reach was good. I like Reach. Holy fuck. Halo Reach was like my go-to fucking game until 343 just took over and made it like bad. It was like, ugh. Like you just started dying in 3 shots. I'm like, oh man, I just want to play a game, dude. I don't know. But Halo was like Halo 3 to Reach, and even some of 4. Oh fuck, it was fun. Oh. Onigiri on PS5 doesn't work very well. I've heard some people say it works like a lot better, but Onigiri always had bugs. But yeah. Isn't there like some other game like Bless or something? There is some Xbox MMO that's like exclusive or something. But they don't have Genshin, so that's weird. I don't know why they don't have Genshin. But anyway, that's my final story. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go do some stuff. And I hope everyone has a good weekend for what it's worth. And I'll see you later. Thanks for coming out. Peace. Oh, I finally learned that PlayStation 4 has a suspend feature. I didn't know that you had to go into your settings and enable it. Because I was telling my friend, and I'm like, man, I really wish I could just like play this game and reach a point where I can't save, but I have to leave, and I could just like close it and bring it back without having to save. He said, yeah, that's there. It's a setting. And I didn't know about this for 5 years.